over 50 million views. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show. The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks! This place sucks! CNN masturbated all fucking day. Dude, I will eat your fucking asshole out and then spit it into your mouth, baby bird style. Who wants to go? Call the show. I'll fuck your ass! I want to kill myself! If I think it sucks, I tell you!
The Joe Cronin Show.
Hard to sift through, laugh logic a lot. As PWN 35 Rollins beats Metzler, retires Universal title, introduces new title. Yay or nay?
Robbie Hyde. Robbie, thanks for starting us off with a $4.99 super chat. 5 out of 10 Raw, hard to sit through, lacked logic a lot. Rollins beats Lesnar, retires Universal title, introduces new title. Maybe, I don't know. Doopy-doo. It was a dude. I don't even know. I can't even give this a 5 out of 10. I thought this Raw was fucking. Oh my god, bro. Get ready for the explosion. That's all I got to say. Get ready for the goddamn explosion. What in the shit did I watch tonight, dude? What? Like, where do I begin with this? Where do I begin with this show tonight? I have no idea. This was a fucking show run by fucking retards. All right? This was like, are you back there, Bruce Pritchard? Now I know Bruce Pritchard ain't doing shit in this, because there's no way he was like, hell yeah, do that. Let's do that. You guys want to do that? I do. No flipping way. What the hell did I just watch, guys? Like, for real? That was Raw tonight? That was what you got for me? You're on fucking drugs, WWE. You're on fucking drugs. I can't even believe this. I can't even believe that this is... We are on the road to WrestleMania. This is the road to WrestleMania? This is the road to fucking retardation, okay? This is the road to retardation. I sold 3 raw-tarded shirts while I was watching Raw tonight. I sold 3 raw-tarded shirts. Thank you, WWE, because I'm selling merchandise because you're stupid. You are stupid. And I'm selling merch because of it. Thank you very much. 35 raw-tarded shirts and counting. There they go off the shelves. The sweatshirts, the bumper stickers, the fucking t-shirt. Gray and blue and red and every color you can get them in. Everyone's wearing a fucking raw-tarded shirt. And I think if it gets this bad tomorrow in SmackDown, the SmackDowns shirt is going to sell well as well. Probably. God damn it, man. God damn this show. There were a few things I liked, but most of this thing was just, what in the fuck, dude? The pacing was asshole. It was like I was watching 2 people I hate on a fucking seesaw. It's like I was being forced to watch 2 people that I hate on a fucking seesaw. You ever stared at 2 people you hate going up and down on a seesaw? You just want to punch them in the face, but you can't. There they go. Sure enough, one goes up again, one goes down again, one goes up and one goes down, and they just keep going back and forth. And maybe you've been waiting an hour to get on that seesaw, but you can't get on that seesaw. You fucking can't. On top of that, all the WWE videos are at the lowest ever because no one gives a shit right now. I'm making $1.40 a video, for Christ's sake. What the fuck is going on? YouTube sucks ass. They don't know what they're doing. Hell, right now there's only 788 watching. Normally by now we got about 1,000. You know why that is? Because people are fucking sleeping! People are goddamn asleep. And I don't blame them for being asleep. And this was... This show sucked. But fuck all that, because before I do that, I gotta plug it. It's up on Twitter. I have a feeling that this will not be responded to. Being Elite, on the latest episode of the Elite, they said they were searching for... They said the worst character of all time to put over would be a character called the Librarian. Then they said they were searching for that character, the Librarian. So I made a promo earlier today, right away as soon as I saw that, just off the cuff, and it is up on Twitter right now. Over 2,000 views, and you have to tweet it at AEW or at AE Wrestling, just AE Wrestling, and then hashtag the Librarian. So you guys all jumped on board, most of you guys, and if you haven't, get over to Twitter. This thing has 208 likes, 100 retweets. And I was the fucking librarian.
That, you're out there and you're thinking, well, geez, you're a librarian. You don't even have glasses. Shut up! I'm a master of the Dewey Decimal System. But the librarian always leaves a bookmark.
So go check out the video and give it a retweet and a like, and then harass the fuck out of AEW about me being the librarian. I could be a great librarian. I could find a book for all kinds of wrestlers and be their manager and put them over as the librarian. No doubt about it. I told Flip Gordon, I want to manage somebody so that they can take out Flip Gordon if he's there, because, Flip Gordon's uncle is the reason I can't play hockey anymore, because that son of a bitch Dana gave me a concussion. And, man, I'll tell you what, an eye for an eye, Dana. You took away my ability to wrestle and to play hockey. Well, Dana, I'm going to take away your nephew's ability to wrestle. How about that? So any wrestlers out there want to jump on board, just let me know. Actually, I can still wrestle if I wanted to. The concussion was a long time ago, and I'm cleared for duty. I'm cleared for takeoff. And right now, I'm going to clear Jake DeMarco for takeoff. Hello, Jake, you fuck!
Oh, my God. This does not feel like WrestleMania season at all. Like last year, we got an abysmal Mania, but it still felt like WrestleMania time.
No, it didn't.
It did. We had The Undertaker, looming and John Cena calling him out.
The
build was bad.
No, we were all like, oh, this doesn't feel like
It
Mania.
was a horrible build.
Swear
but
to
I
God.
went back and watched a lot of WrestleMania from last year, and comparatively to this year, we thought that was bad. I'd take last year again. I just rewatched most of Mania.
Oh, and, God.
In hindsight, I'm saying.
Okay, well,
I'm not saying we
maybe
didn't say it was bad, but in hindsight, last year we thought the build was atrocious. Go back and look at what they gave us last year, and it feels like, a whole different era. They don't have things defined whatsoever.
I agree.
They don't know what they're doing.
It all sucks. I mean, this isn't...
Oh, yeah, granted, but I'm saying it just progressively got that much worse. We went into last year thinking it can't get worse than this.
I don't know if this WrestleMania can get worse, because last year's WrestleMania was got to be one of the worst all time.
I don't know. I'm worried.
Like literally, like last year's WrestleMania was maybe the worst WrestleMania ever. Maybe
it was bad.
Like
I don't know if it was worst ever, but it was definitely bad.
WrestleMania 2, really bad. WrestleMania 11 is bad. WrestleMania 9 maybe is in there, and even 7 perhaps. But like, dude. And even WrestleMania 2000 also. I didn't really like 2000, but this last year's WrestleMania, I would go back and watch WrestleMania 9 and 2000 over last year's. So I don't know. I think WrestleMania 2 maybe 2 in last year's I wouldn't want to watch. But even 2.
I didn't like 27 much either.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't like 27 either. But, I mean, I would probably watch 27... I don't know. Maybe I would watch that over there. What was that? I don't even remember. Yeah, I don't even remember what happened at 27 at this point.
That was The Miz and John Cena headlining when The Rock was.
See, I'd rather watch that. Even as crappy as that was, there was more stuff that happened there that I was like, all right. I mean, okay, last year at WrestleMania, wasn't it Owens and Shane?
Yeah, with Daniel Bryan and.
Didn't somebody fall off a cage or something?
Not that I remember.
That was a different paper. Oh, that was
different.
That was Extreme Rules.
Hell
Oh, Hell in the Cell or Extreme Rules.
Yeah, one of those.
Okay,
but
I'm sorry.
yeah, no, it
Jesus.
was a tag team match. It was Daniel Bryan's return match at Mania last year.
Well, fucking.
He teamed with Shane McMahon against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, I believe.
I got my Skype going, guys, so I believe I can take phone calls. Let me see if I can trigger these sounds here for Jay.
Yeah, it just feels like worse. You know, it just keeps getting worse and worse, and I don't understand how they're managing to do this.
I'll tell you what. If this is worse than last year's Mania, I will end myself.
I have a terrible feeling. I mean,
I don't know. I might shoot myself. Let's pull up the card from last year. Super chat.
You know, because I was watching through a bunch of stuff.
Why is it doing this?
Raw 2/10.
Raw, Brett Luckfeld. Thank you, Brett, for the donation, man. I'm going to try to mute you, Jake, and see if I can get the sounds to work for you. Brett, thank you for the $2, bro. I agree. I think Raw was a 2 out of 10. I think. I'm going to have to, go over some things. See, like how it digitalizes? That is so weird. Like, this fucking computer's all fucked up now, ever since the Windows update. Brett, thanks, man. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna go through Raw. I'm gonna try to give an honest opinion. I thought it started okay.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
WWE Indian. What's up, Indian? Thanks for subbing to the channel, man. Give me a fucking 2 sweet, Indian. Boom. Pfft. Woo, ya bitch. Let's see if we can get my fucking dumbass librarian video to go to like 200 retweets by the end of the night.
Super chat party.
It's doing pretty good.
1/10 really can't say anything good about tonight.
I got a couple little things I can say good. The Ice. Thice? Thank you for the $1.99, man. Yeah, I'm at 116 retweets, 211 likes. Jesus. 3,745 views. This thing is taking off. Let's do it. Let's do it on Twitter. @CorruptedPod. Follow me on Twitter, guys. @CorruptedPod. Let's see if we can get me to 3,000 followers tonight. I'm only about 200 followers away from 3,000. Let's get back up there. I used to have 36,000 until they banned the shit out of my Twitter accounts.
Super chat party.
This is the worst lead up to WM ever, and I've seen M all baby. NWO for life, though.
Zachary Busby, thank you, man. Yeah, I can't even remember the last few years as lead-ups, build-ups, because I just remember every year us, at this last 5 years, saying, like, this is WrestleMania? Like, we can't even, like, that's what I feel like we've been saying it for, like, 5 years. Like, this is WrestleMania? Like, it doesn't even feel like WrestleMania. I feel like the last time I felt it was WrestleMania 30 and 31. I feel like 30 and 31, I was like, all right, it's WrestleMania. But 32, 3, 4, I mean, and I was down there for 33, so.
Super chat.
Ronda's man can hit a ref and not get arrested?
Yeah, but that was a great forearm or whatever. He gave that guy, what a shot, Jay Powers. Actually, Jay Powers, that's one of my positives for tonight. Ronda's segment with her boy. Thought that was pretty good. Oh, shit!
This
oh,
is
shit!
What it's like to watch Monday Night. Oh,
Bisman.
what the hell am I staring at?
Oh, no, it's Bison News.
Vince McMahon, you're killing me.
Fuck you, Vince.
Vince McMahon, this wrestling give me a disease. Wow! Monday Night Raw sucks. Oh, SmackDown Live also sucks. And oh, if they call someone up from NXT, I know they're gonna get really bad quickly. Oh, I wanna die.
Wrestling. What did you do, Vince McMahon?
Night.
This WrestleMania season is worse than last year, bro. Complete and total utter trash. So much for the new era and fresh start they lied to us about in December. The road to WM is filled with potholes.
I agree. The road to WrestleMania is filled with potholes. Hot take by Bison News. Okay, guys, I will pause for a second. We will get back to the donations. I know lots of you guys are chiming in here, and thank you for doing that because obviously you're funding the show and getting your voices heard since we don't make shit on fucking YouTube at this point. Also want to quickly just shout out everybody on Patreon for signing up. Over 368 patrons. A record-breaking amount of patrons. We're about 370. Alex Bryan for becoming a $2 patron. Thomas Bison, who you saw chime in there, went from $5 to $10. Thomas, thank you, man. Zachary Appleby to $5 a month. And Sid Crow. Thank you all for signing up on Patreon. Welcome to the patron. Jake, why don't you just... I don't want a detailed, like, minute-by-minute painting of what happened on Raw tonight at this point, but what I would like you to steer the ship maybe and start us off, and let's go through this.
Well, at the very first second of the very first minute of the very first hour, I fell asleep. No, honestly, I don't even have detailed notes because I couldn't do it. It just was too frustrating.
Well, can you pull up the...
I have the whole listing, but I have what happened.
Oh, because I'll pull it up if you don't have it.
No, I have it. I'm just saying, usually I take more detailed notes, and I couldn't force myself to even get that far tonight. So
there legit was no need to do it.
No, Lesnar comes out with Heyman. I liked Heyman's promo because it wasn't as traditional as it usually is. He laid down Brock's accomplishments, yes, but he varied from it a little bit than his usual spiel. So I like the introduction. Drew McIntyre comes out. Seth, beats him down with a chair and, clears Lesnar out of the ring. And Lesnar and Heyman get the hell out of there. Good introduction. I thought it was effective. Made Rollins look strong for sure. They get to tease up the main event of WrestleMania, which will likely be the main event, I still think. And, it's I like when they keep them apart. You don't want to see them battle each other. Usually until the go-home show for Mania is when you should put hands on the two opponents.
Right.
I usually think. That's at least my opinion, but
sometimes
it was
I'm sick of Lesnar's back out thing and whatever.
Yeah, I mean, with him,
but
it's frustrating because that's all he ever does.
Yeah,
but
you don't want to expose.
Typically, I don't like to see the opponents either team together or I hate when they have to do that.
That's the worst. That is the worst.
And I hate when they're put head to head beforehand. It's different if it's not their first meeting, but you want to build up as much tension and hype as possible. So
right.
They went ahead from there, and it just, like I said, it made Rollins look strong, and we still get to see their match later on in the night between Drew and Seth. So still something to look forward to. Finn Balor comes out, and he's going to take on Bobby Lashley, Lio Rush. He announces that he has a partner to face them both, and a lot of people thought, for whatever reason, that it was going to be Sami Zayn. I never heard anything about Zayn returning tonight, but it ends up being Braun Strowman. And Braun, I guess, knocked Leo unconscious.
Yes, there was a problem. I saw that. We had video footage that doctors had to help him afterwards. So
he was working really stiff. If you notice, Braun was really you can throw people that are lighter, in such a way that they land where it looks hard, but they can tumble and carry their weight. He was not doing that. He was just pounding the hell out of poor Lio Rush.
Probably hates everything that's going on right now.
He looked just non-interested and pretty, frustrated. So, I mean, it works for his character in some regards, but I felt bad for Leo, who got really the shit end of that stick.
Well, he sucks, so screw it.
Yeah. Pointless
you suck,
encounter.
Braun. You suck. I hope you beat up the SNL guys at WrestleMania.
It's frustrating that this is how they announce. I mean, it happens later on in the night, but this is how we find out that there's going to be another Andre the Giant Battle Memorial, Royal fucking match. I hate that name and that fucking match. That thing drives me nuts.
I like the idea of it until they just basically, it doesn't matter where the shit.
Well, that's the thing. They don't execute it properly, so that's why it's extremely infuriating. If it doesn't mean anything, it's a pointless moniker to have in front of your name for a few weeks till they forget about it. So it basically does nothing. I'm surprised in one sense that they didn't do, I figured maybe, they'll have Ricochet or some. Braun works here, I guess, but it still wasn't anything worthwhile or watching. So far, decent introduction. That match sucked and nothing good here. Alexa Bliss has her moment of bliss on stage. Elias tells us that he's going to go ahead and be the lead performing artist at Mania. So no match for Elias. essentially on the card. Maybe I'm sure someone will interfere and it'll lead to a broken guitar. But
we talked about. Didn't you say you were hearing that it definitely maybe was going to be the Undertaker?
That's what we had heard, and I'd like to think that still. That would be great.
Oh, how about
don't. I don't want it to be No Way Jose. That's for sure.
No, that was retarded. All right, so Raw opens up, dude, and I actually liked the way it started with Lesnar, and I liked that Seth, came out and hit Drew McIntyre from behind and everything. I liked the exciting kind of way it started. So I did like the way Raw started for a second. And about after that is when things really went downhill. And real quickly, I do also want to shout out our friend Jared Parker. He donated the other night. And he normally holds up Joe Cronin Show signs. Now, we've had a lot of different people hold up Joe Cronin Show signs. So I just want to say thank you very much, man, to everybody who brings signs. That is so fucking awesome. It blows my mind when we see them. But Jared Parker's gotten them up about 5 or 6 times now, and he was like, I'm there tonight, and I've got the sign. It's going to be awesome. And then he realized he wasn't sitting where he thought he was, and he was way off to the back. However, he still held them up a few times, and we saw him. So that is pretty badass. So we still saw the sign. So here's the shot, Kurt Angle talking, and there he is way in the background there. But it made the video. There was people shouting me out all over Twitter that were like, I saw a Joe Cronin Show sign. It's funny. So shout out to Jared, man. You got your signs on the TV. So very good. I wasn't able to communicate this time with Road Dogg to tell him don't take your sign but I usually give him shit for, because fucking Road Dogg has definitely muted me, and I don't blame him because I'm an annoying piece of shit. But that being said, let me play one donation here. Then we'll get back to the opening of Raw.
Super Chat Party.
This is the worst lead up to WM ever, and I've seen them all, baby.
Oh, wow.
NWO for life, though.
Zachary, thank you for the $4.99. I think you either donated twice or the donation played twice. I don't know why. But either way, man, if you donated twice, I very appreciate the shit out of that. Thanks, man. And if you donated twice, shit, I'm not able to refund Super Chats. Unfortunately, they don't let us do that. They don't give us that access. Otherwise, I would. But thank you, man. I hope that wasn't an accident. And, yeah, so I liked the opening. Thought it was all right.
Yeah, Seth, like I said, looked like a real badass there. Not, afraid to go right after the beast.
And a lot of people were thinking at first, like, oh, yeah, let's see Drew and Lesnar. Because that's what I was thinking, like, oh, man, I'd almost just want Drew and Lesnar. Drew cut a great promo. Drew cuts better promos than Seth.
Yeah, no doubt.
So with that, I'm like, ooh, I'm way more excited about Drew. I'm literally more excited about Drew because Drew cuts better promos than Seth. So, I mean, that's at that point. But then when Seth came in with the chair, that got me hyped again. And I was like, all right, cool. And I think right after that is when Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, Lio Rush, Bobby Lashley happened, right? And then whatever, we don't care.
Yeah, I mean, total waste. And, he's the IC champ, and we have no idea what's going to happen at Mania for him, really. Is he going to face, we don't know. The whole thing's a mess. You figure so many years previously, we either had a pretty good IC title match, either, we had the triple threat last year. Years before, we had those ladder matches that were usually exciting. So we'll see, but it's just disappointing.
And then we go down to, I don't know, Elias and No Way Jose. I couldn't even give it. That match was fucking horrible. Horrible
match. Shitty announcement. It was really weird because Alexa Bliss, she comes out just to basically introduce Michael Cole. That's because Michael Cole brought up everything. She's like, and here's Michael Cole. I don't know why they couldn't have her say all that, but
yeah,
I don't know. And like I said, everything with Elias, it's disappointing because I'm okay with him having a set. I just really wish he was, having a match also at Mania. We didn't think that was going to happen. I didn't really have my hopes set for it because, we know disappointment is not far, but it's still, upsetting in some regards.
It was.
And then after the stupid, pointless angle that is, the No Way Jose versus Elias match, we get Kurt Angle to come out. And I'm like, all right, here we go. He's going to say who he's facing at Mania. And I started to get excited, and I'm like, what if it is The Undertaker? I'm sure it would still be good. You know, I was kind of against it at one point, but I'm like, I'm sure it would be good. And I'm like, who's left? Because, you know, Baron's supposed to face Roman, and Drew's, you know, all right, we got choices here. What if it was Drew? Because they had a good match beforehand, and this is retribution for, you know, I'm okay with that. I'm a fucking Baron Corbin.
Dude, just shoot me.
I thought it was a joke.
Just shoot me.
Just for him to lure Baron Corbin out, and I'm like, please let it be some type of.
Did you hear the crowd? He literally he knew it too. You could tell this was a decision. Like Vince or somebody was like, we want it to be Baron Corbin, and then Kurt Angle was like, but you know, Vince, people might not, you know, like that, or he didn't have a match, and then Vince was like, listen, I want to give you a match, and I want to give it to you against Baron Corbin.
Yeah, I like what people said, too, because they're like, oh, it's just a glorified Raw match. And that's really what it is. His goodbye is not special now. I understand what they're doing from a storyline perspective. I really do, Joe. I get it because of everything that happened. He should have just faced him tonight, or the Raw before Mania, excuse me.
He doesn't look right.
Be his last Raw match.
He doesn't look right.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I feel like it's just going to be like he puts him in an ankle lock and wins. And that's it.
It's probably going to be a quick squash match.
Right.
Oh,
and by the way, we saw Mr. Fruit Roll-Up again tonight.
Yes, we did.
How many fucking roll-ups have happened on Baron Fruit Roll-Up? Dude, Baron Fruit Roll-Up, he's back.
Every time.
Guys, do you remember? What is this, 3 years now of talking about Baron Fruit Roll-Up? Rolled up again. And guess what? By the guy that I called out on YouTube who hadn't won a fucking match, Apollo fucking lose. Apollo fucking lose. I'm convinced he won because of my pep talk the other day. This guy hadn't won shit. This guy hadn't done shit. I can't fucking believe this. Baron fucking, fuck Baron. Never mind, not Baron. Apollo lose. You motherfucker. I know you watch this for inspiration. I know you did. You are so fucking... You're an asshole for not giving me credit for this.
Joe Cronin, wrestler, ring announcer, commentator, journalist, and the most entertaining man in the world today. From the same state as Jake Roberts, and you're also from the same state of mind as Jake Roberts' father. You would have shucked in there. You would have jived in. Apollo the loser.
Yeah, I know you took this as motivation, Apollo. I know you did. Apollo. But anyway, Apollo gets the win over Baron Corbin, which is weird, but it happened. And Chad Gable versus Kurt Angle was pretty good. It wasn't good. It was just all right. And Angle looked like he was blown up. He looked like he was like having heart problems. Yeah, because he was turning blue at certain stages, it looked like. Yeah, he did not look good. He didn't look good at all. And it's worrisome, so. Yeah, I'm glad he's wrapping it up because I think he needs to, I don't know, man. I don't know what he needs to do, but something he just didn't seem... it's not looking good, man. He's going to have to take it easy. And I'm not kidding. Yeah. This isn't... It's weird because a couple of years ago, he looked pretty damn good out there, and since coming to the WWE, it's been a steady decline. He hasn't had really that great performance since he returned to WWE. No, and it's nothing against him. His body is just changing. No. It's changing you think about everything he did even in Impact, going back and watching it. He was so high on painkillers, unfortunately. But yet, fortunately, that it was keeping him going. I hate to say it, but that's why you got those, matches where he wrestled 4 times a night in their big pay-per-view. I don't remember Impact names, but, he wrestled like 4 matches when he had all the belts. This ain't painkillers, though. There's something wrong with him. No, I'm saying the reason he was able, he even said, to perform at such a high caliber was because of all of his demons. Because his neck was so messed up that that was pretty much the only thing keeping him going. So right. Well, yeah, guys, I got the phone working now. I believe. I apologize if I wasn't able to see your calls. Hopefully, I'll see them now. I perhaps something was wrong, maybe, but hopefully we'll get those squared away right now. Let me take a quick second here to hear what you guys are saying and pay the bills here with the donation.
Super Chat Party.
The Botch Club on
Follow
Instagram.
Botch Club and the Wrestle Daily.
Guys, please follow Botch Club and Wrestle Daily. They are friends of the show. And if you're on Instagram, it's like every day you get a bunch of different botches uploaded to Instagram. It's a lot of fun to kind of binge watch them and see the new ones come up on your feed at the end of the week. Plus, they even put some of my stuff on there sometimes. It's really cool. Check out Botch Club and the Wrestle Daily. It's good shit. Oh, there we go. Now the phone's working. Hey, just so I can test the phone, I'm going to pause the donations for a second, and I want to hear from you guys. It's a chaotic time right now. Now the show's gone off the rails. 585, you're live on the Joe Cronin Show. What's up?
Joe, it's Tony. How you doing, man?
Hey, dude, what's up?
Not much. Just got done on Borderlands pre-sequel.
It's better than Raw.
Yeah, Raw floored me the rest of the way. The only thing I liked, though, was seeing Drew McIntyre literally go nuts.
Yeah, Drew was awesome. If I had to give if you had to give 3 stars on the show, kind of like how you do on like the NHL at the end of a game, I'd probably give Drew the number 1 star tonight, and then probably give Rousey and Seth Rollins maybe the 2 and 3. I don't know who else could be on there.
Yeah, I agree with you. Drew does deserve a number 1 star, though, on that matter.
Yeah, he was great. His promo was good. He's so intense. Everything he did, I really enjoyed. I think Seth did do a good job, but I think I've seen Seth so much that's why I'm into Drew right now. And I like Seth's wrestling style probably a little bit more usually than Drew. But, man, Drew can just throw himself around, and he's really agile for his size. And I don't know, I'm just really into Drew. I don't normally like big guys like Drew either. I normally like somebody like a Seth Rollins or obviously like a Shawn Michaels or AJ Styles type, but just the way Drew explodes out there sometimes. Super chat. Super
The charisma too.
More like
Yeah.
the road to SJW Mania.
J Paula 821. Are you referring to the women's like sit down awkward month thing that they do? Maybe that's what you're talking about.
You've got a new subscriber.
Go Paul Singh. What's up, Go Paul Singh? Shout out to India. No, I'm just kidding. Go Paul, what's up, bro? Shout out to Kadif as well, and to who is it? Sanjay and a couple other people I know from India. Super chat.
Today is the day of birth for me. Broken Casey.
Happy birthday to Casey is raw. Grab a birthday cake.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Casey. Give Casey some love in the chat. Khan. Lil Khan, what's up, Khan?
Hey guys, I forgot Raw was on, but I also forgot today was Monday. Moral of the story is I'm a fucking moron, but from what I seen in Twitter I didn't miss much. Now I'm going to go in 7-Eleven and act like Tommy. Let's see how long it takes to get beaten.
Broken Lion, thanks, man. I actually thought that Ronda was going to put her in the hospital, to be honest. I thought there was going to be like a broken leg or a hospital segment. Even thought maybe Becky was going to show up to like save her.
Belly, you cunt!
Holy shit!
Frog off!
6/10 show tonight. I
Whoa.
liked the Ronda Rousey segment.
Me too.
And why is it the past 3 shows look like they are packed to the house?
Because
I like how Drew took a shot at Roman's Luke Yama. What did you think about it?
Nate Dogg.
Going to call the show.
Nate Dogg, thank you for the $20, man. Hey, Nate Dogg, let me get through all that. Nate Dogg, I love you, dude. Nate Dogg, thank you so fucking much, dude, for dropping $20. Nate Dogg, first thing is, I agree. I like the Ronda segment. Second thing is, the shows are packed because, number one, it's WrestleMania season. We're a month away, less than a month away. We're a couple weeks away. And number two, they were in Chicago. And then the other night, they were in Pittsburgh and Philly. So these are all hotbeds for WWE. So there's, I mean, dude, I knew it would be packed tonight. Chicago is usually a sellout.
Your intro says it all. I wanna kill myself. Missed the first hour as it's gone back to 12 a.m. in the UK for some reason. Didn't miss much. Baron Corbin? Really? WTF, the point is Vince? I liked the snap on the armbar from Ronda and Ricochet. That's IT.
I agree. I really like that too, Why Hate. I think you're right on there with that deal. Let me see if I can get one more to play here. And yeah, I do like what he said about Roman's leukemia. I didn't mind that. Juice Man.
Here we go. Oh, no.
Kurt is retiring from the wrestling and you award him fucking Baron Corbin WTF out of everyone. Corbin, wow, the disrespect.
Dude, at WrestleMania, in my final match, I want to announce, Juice Man Smith, I'm going to face Baron Corbin with a broken freaking body. Juice Man, I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, what a mess, man. I think my reaction on Twitter was like whacked out. Let me go see if I can find it. I didn't have a good time. I mean, holy Christ, bro. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, here it is. This fucking company, dude. You had a little bit of interest. Like, what's it going to be for Kurt? Oh. Like, I guess I want to die.
Can't wait to see who Kurt Angle picks as his opponent at WrestleMania. Baron Corbin!
It's like saving up all your lunch money for that hooker in high school, and then you realize she's got a penis. It's just not worth it.
I did not see this coming. I honestly thought, like, I wasn't sure. People, like I said last night, people were saying Cena, Undertaker, and I thought it would be. I actually thought it was going to be someone different than all of those, but I did not think that it would be a step back into fucking Baron Corbin.
Yeah,
like,
I was assuming
idea.
Cena. That made the most sense, really, in my mind. Being that his first match would also be his last match. Cena's first match would be Kurt's last match. Kind of bookend that, chapter. And
wait a minute. Cena's first match was against Kurt Angle?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
On SmackDown. When he debuted, he challenged Kurt Angle.
But I thought he'd been wrestling already.
Not on... When he actually, made it to the main roster.
No, he was on the main roster.
Not doing Velocity and all that.
Oh, but I thought he was on the main roster. As
far as I always thought, that was his first, but
because I was watching him for weeks, and then I stopped watching, and that's when he slapped Angle like way after that. I don't think that was his first match. I don't think that's right, because he was wrestling a bunch with the green on, and he was from Boston, and that was way before he ever said the ruthless aggression stuff.
Yeah, that's what I went by. A lot of people said that it was in the chat. Yep, Jake, ruthless aggression. That's why. That was his main roster debut. Jake is correct.
What?
That's how I remember it, but...
Wait a minute. There's no way.
Yeah, no, he debuted against Kurt Angle. John's debut, Kurt Angle. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Jake, you're right. It was his first.
Really?
Yeah. I like I said, I could be wrong, but I do have dementia at times too, so I'm missing a little bit of brain. So you never know. I could be off, but
wow.
But yeah, because that's what I was saying. Like it would be kind of poetic.
But it's not. It's not Cena's last match. So
no. But John Cena's first match would be Kurt's last match. You know what I mean? Like
no, I get that. But
you start one, you end the other. So it would be nice. I welcomed you in. I'll put you out.
So
that kind of idea. It was,
Wait a minute. So his first time ever coming out was was slapping Angle, but the second time coming out was against Jericho. Huh. Blows my mind.
Yeah, right.
Because I used to I watched him be really boring for a few weeks, I feel like, and then all of a sudden he came out but the first thing he ever did was slap Kurt Angle.
I remember seeing him. I think it was WrestleMania 19 when he came out rapping, right as the show started. Could have been 18 or maybe 19.
That was around.
I'm terrible with numbers, and I was like, who the fuck is this?
I had stopped watching around that time, so that's why I'm maybe I'm all fucked up in the head, because right around when Cena was debuting was when I was like this. I stopped watching from around that time, mostly 03 and 04 though. that I didn't watch. But even some 02. Like, I didn't like Lesnar. I remember I was like, I don't like this. What's going on?
It was 19 for Mania. All right. Yeah, he came out right in the beginning, and I was like, what the fuck did I miss? Who the hell is this white boy rapping? You know, it just was so odd and off-putting. Because it wasn't like, I wasn't used to the John Cena flow, but it was so slow that, like, eventually you kind of got used to it, so it wasn't so ghastly, but when you first heard it, it's not a typical rap beat, or it's just, the tempo is so slow. It just stood out.
That's so he can,
formulate the words.
Think about what he's going to say. There, yeah.
Exactly. Like when you do freestyle, you're able to keep up the pace and the rhythm, and you go for him. He would be like hickory dickory.
Wow, you're right.
Duck,
I mean, everything was right. Yeah, he never did. So so that tells me I actually never saw that then. So I never saw him smack Kurt Angle.
No.
Yeah, because I wasn't watching. I was watching on and off at that time. I'd stopped watching. So when I tuned in, it was after I never even saw the slap. So I always thought the slap happened way later. Wow, that's crazy. It was June 27th, 2002.
2002, yeah.
So it was the day before my birthday. My birthday. The day before my birthday, Cena. You could have given me a birthday present, broken your leg. God damn it.
I just think it would kind of be like, poetic in a way that, Kurt welcomed Cena in and John would send him on his way. It just fit in my mind. It seemed, like I said, just... People
chanted Cena tonight, too.
Well, I think a few other people were kind of on the the same bandwagon idea. And Cena even Instagrammed a picture of Kurt Angle.
Yeah, the other day.
Yeah, really kind of. I mean, he trolls all the time. That's pretty much what his Instagram is filled with. Nothing but, memes and whatnot. The good old memes that the kids like. But it's just, it's so disappointing yet again. I'm still hearing we're not getting an Undertaker match, that it's just going to be some type of moment or interruption.
Why is he even there then? Like,
what is Roman Reigns going to do? We don't have a Roman match.
Drew McIntyre.
Is he definitely getting Drew? Was
are you
set?
kidding me?
Right.
He called him out tonight, and then he made fun of his
I know
cancer.
He called him out, but did they definitely set that?
Oh, it's
Mania?
happening. This is definitely happening.
Because I didn't hear anybody say like, "Oh, they said this is happening." All right, so Roman will probably accept next week.
Even Drew said that. Even Drew was like, "I already know the answer." Like, but
I figured Roman would say yes.
Then he brought up
but
his
I didn't
kids.
know if they said it at the
they didn't.
End of the
they
show.
didn't
Like,
say
oh, they made it official now. So
no, they didn't do that. But that's definitely the match.
I assumed as much, but
Braun
I like
Strowman is the one
until
that's
they
fucked.
make it official because
it's happening unless they. I mean, they set that whole thing unless they're retarded. But they are. So
that'll be a decent match.
Look at Mojo Rawley. He's back.
He's returned.
It's so weird, guys. If you go back a couple weeks, first of all, let's go back to 7 weeks ago when we first saw Mojo Rawley looking into a mirror and being like, and I actually liked it. I was like, I really like that. I hope he becomes a crazy person or something like that. This is going to be great. And then Jake was like, well, yeah, but they're not going to do anything with it, so they just wasted our time. And then I was like, really? Like, come on, they got to do something. Then they didn't. They didn't do anything. And then I proceeded to go on a tangent about the maximum potential of these guys and how everybody has maximum potential, and they won't let these guys reach their maximum potential. And I started that rant because I was speaking about the Mojo Rawley situation. And I'm like, this guy shows you something, and then you just don't let him get to that. And then you go through everybody else like that. Now tonight, Mojo Rawley is back, and he's talking about his potential.
As soon as I heard him say those words, I was like, well, that's... ironic, isn't it?
That's fucking hilarious. Like, if you literally go and chop up my rant from the night he did that, what you said, it's like everything literally came true, and then I go on a rant about the potential of these guys and the potential of Mojo Rawley and how they just fucking throw it out the window for like 7 weeks after he tries it, and we talk about reaching maximum potential and all these things, and then tonight he's back, and he's talking about potential. It's like they're fucking with me. They're fucking with me. Like, I mean, really. Like, did he hear the show and he was like, oh, I know what I can say.
I know exactly what I'm going to say.
What the fuck in hell is going on? But anyway, I liked what he did again tonight. But where is
Road Dogg's like, Mojo, you got to see this.
Yeah,
I got an idea.
Come look at this guy rant about your potential. Now talk about that. That's what I saw. Go pull my fucking video clip of me talking about potential and maximum potential of everyone, starting with Mojo Rawley, and then play that shit that he did tonight. Is he not reacting to what I said about him? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on, dude? It's so weird. I don't know. But anyway, whatever. It's just bizarre. But anyway, he's back, and I liked it. But again, is this failure to launch number 2? Or is he going to be doing this finally again? Or what? Is this just another Lars Sullivan situation? They were like...
Well, it's an Emelina because he's on TV. Lars didn't make it to TV.
That's a good point. Yeah, Lars is still looking for his asshole somewhere.
He's studying Scientology.
Lars's
phone's Eaton level.
Lars Sullivan's phone rings and he shits himself.
Oh no, not 203 again. Please hang up. Please don't leave a voicemail.
I didn't get it at first, and now I do, and it's so fucking funny, dude. Oh no, not 203 again.
Good old Stanford area code, you know.
He's masturbating in a Hartford Whalers shirt.
I miss the good old days.
Oh my god, dude, that's fucking funny as shit, dude. Oh man, Saturn Light in the chat wrote, "Get over yourself, Joe." I'm like, dude, it's not me. I'm not sitting here going, "They're listening." I'm just saying, like, that's funny. Like, see, that's the difference. I did not sit here and say, "They're listening to me. They're listening to me." Ooh. I don't know. They may not be. It may just be a hilarious coincidence. I was just literally saying, go listen to that, then watch what he did tonight. That's funny. So I actually was saying it in a very humble, like, goofy way, and I don't know if that's what's going on, but it is funny, and it's hilarious. I'm not sitting here saying, like, oh, you know, so I'm not get over myself. I'm a fucking nitwit in his 30s on YouTube talking about wrestling. Don't worry, I'm over myself a long time ago. I was over myself when I lost my apartment back when I was fucking 24 or whatever the fuck age I was. You know, don't worry, bro. I'm not that big a deal. I'm a douchebag who can't grow facial hair on a fucking YouTube channel with over 1,000 people watching.
You're just looking at the obvious, though. I mean, there are certainly some, you know, parallels to be made and comparisons to, you know, make light of.
Yeah,
certainly.
It may be bullshit.
This is not the first time that we've seen segments arise after you and I a few times even have said something is going to happen.
Yeah, and you know, there's a clear road. You can guess the paths. You know, you can come up with stuff. It could just be goofy coincidence.
Yeah,
it's whatever. It's just funny. You can literally. I mean, it's not I'm not saying anything. You can go pull the clip of me saying that about him. And then he shows up the next time 4 weeks later saying that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You don't
it's not
see
like you
that?
said, they're going to call Finn Balor Fag Balor now, and they're going to go ahead, you know, and it's a nickname that everybody has, like Trashly. You know, that's been...
Right.
That was said back in TNA, you know, with the Impact stuff. That's nothing new.
I'm not JD sitting here like, I called him Trashly. Oh! Like, yeah, no, that's not like that. It's just, like, legit. You can go pull the clip and compare.
It's just usually you'll lay out a scenario or a storyline or some type of, you know, moment, and then usually 3 out of, you know, 5 of the beats will be hit exactly to a T.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It
just a little bit will be changed, so there's some, you know, culpable deniability.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
they'll say it's all parallel thinking, you know, but that does prove that somebody's listening for sure.
It was that the word potential came up that was the trigger. Like, whoa, that's weird. But anyway, it could be nothing. I just thought it was funny. Go back and watch it for yourself. If you don't believe me, go back and find the clip, and then watch what he did tonight, and you can be the judge of your own thing.
Good old Gay Balor.
I love my Gay Balor. I thought tonight he almost did the demon thing too. I've been saying that, you know, Finn Balor, it's 2-on-1, so, you know, Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley. So I said a few weeks ago that if he's going to be the demon at WrestleMania against Bobby Lashley, you know, Finn's going to be like, you've got Lio Rush, but I've got a partner too. It's the demon. I've got a demon in my corner. Like, and then all of a sudden he fucking... like the fucking image of the demon comes up, and it's like, oh shit, it's Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley, but now they're facing the demon. So I thought that was going to come into play at some point, and legit, it was about to go down exactly like that tonight, because he was like, wait till he gets here, and I was like, oh, he's going to fucking bring up the demon, and then fucking
Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman came out, but Braun Strowman's going to get those 2 SNL jackoffs at WrestleMania, and maybe they'll bring back Nicholas to help him. But
maybe Braun thinks Finn's a leprechaun anyway, so he's just he's teaming with him for a pot of gold at this point. He has no idea what's going on. I think.
Do you think that Vince is going to do the same thing they did a year and a half ago at SummerSlam? Because it feels like, Vince definitely wants the demon, but I also feel like Vince sort of has a different outlook on this, like where Finn previously in NXT and even previously a little bit on the main roster would say, the demon's coming, whatever the fuck. But it's like, I think Vince is like, we're not going to tell anybody that the demon is coming.
Yeah, they're just going to have him appear.
Yes.
WrestleMania is, we were disappointed last year when he did the gay Balor entrance with all the LGBTQ community, just because we thought that it was going to be the
Not
demon.
because we hate gay people.
No. But
not because we hate gays.
It's sad that you even have to say that, but you do.
You do, because people jump to fucking bullshit.
Listen, you don't want the gays there?
Listen, I don't mind clarifying, because there are people that hate people out there, so I don't mind clarifying.
That's true.
We love gay people and the LGBTQ and all that other bullshit, but I also don't give a shit about being an SJW.
He could have been the rainbow demon and still been the demon.
Right.
It's just the fact that we didn't get the gay demon.
Listen, the gesture is nice to say, like, to represent something and to reach out and say, like, let me give you this gesture. I get that. But I also get the pushback, because there's these dudes out there that, like, manly dudes, like Finn Balor is seen as like Bullet Club, and like we're talking about the guys that watch the Bullet Club and that watch AEW stuff and Ring of Honor and that stuff. Those are the guys that are more man-like and that are a little more savage. Those are the guys that are actually more likely to have less tolerance about politically correct. And that's what I like about it. And so those guys are all like, fuck yeah, Balor, he's the shit. Fuck yeah, fucking too sweet. And then this guy's like, yeah. And then they're just like, fuck no, I want the demon. I want Balor. Like, but if another guy had done that, like, I don't know, name somebody else, fucking, I don't know even who to name, but, like not Dean Ambrose or Seth, but shit, anybody else. I mean, I'm trying to think of who else. Just name a mid-carder guy who could have done it,
Jinder Mahal. There's one for you.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really, like, whatever. Somebody like Jinder Mahal, whatever.
Oh, could you imagine? Oh, they would.
I mean, like The Miz. I mean, not The Miz, but, just somebody like that who's like a mid-carder, but whatever. Like, the people wouldn't have even cared much, really. They would have made fun of him a little bit. But nobody really would have cared that much. But because it was like, fuck, like, this is our guy being a man and the too sweet. And I get that to the LGBTQ and the gay community out there, and then also people that support that shit, that they're out there saying, well, he's the perfect guy for that, though. To say, see, look, I want to fucking spread the word of this shit, to be tolerant, and hey, we got your back, and everyone's included. But dude, see, like, I'm the type of person where I already know everyone's included. So, like, I don't like unincluding people, and I don't like over-including people, like sucking dick to be like, you're included, you're like, you're what the fuck, dude? Anybody who says, oh, they're trans or they're gay or they're a woman or they can't do it, fuck those people. You're fucking retarded. But anybody who goes, we've got women, we're including everyone, like, stop virtue signaling, stop excluding people, but stop virtue signaling that you are including people. Both things are fucking annoying, and I don't give a shit, because I'm a normal human being, and I don't care what you are, as long as you're not a piece of shit, you should be included. I don't need to say that. But apparently nowadays, we have to have this big thing. But anyway, who cares?
People
whatever,
were so
he
hyped.
did it.
Perfect example. People were all about Ronda's match being the main event in WrestleMania.
Last year?
And then, No, for this year.
Oh,
initially,
right.
when it was her and Becky especially. You know, this will be the main event. They're going to be the main event of WrestleMania. You know, like there was such a push and forward momentum for that to happen. And then all the clusterfuckness, you know, the fuckery happened with the, you know, all the different angles that they threw about. And it just ruined it for the most part. I mean, Ronda's still greatly interesting. And for essentially a year now, she's been the best part of everything for the most part. So she's been continually entertaining, and I got to give her credit for that. But, I mean, it doesn't have the same staying power that it did even a few months ago when it was just her and Becky after the Rumble. I figured, you know, it's unfortunate, but people aren't as hyped for it as they were before. So
I agree. Hey, Tommy NC's on the phone. What's up, Tommy? It's been a while.
That's where that noise is coming from.
What?
Keep hearing us squeaking.
I wasn't doing any squeaking.
A high-pitched.
Yeah, your phone was. What's up, man?
Not much. I watched. I was doing some stuff tonight, so I was watching bits and pieces of Raw tonight. But some of the matches I thought that were, you know, mildly entertaining. I thought it was funny where Bobby Lashley's assistant was getting his ass kicked, was just getting thrown around like a rag doll. At one point, he hits the ring and he's just like getting his ass whooped so badly. Literally, he spits up because he's in so much agony.
Well, we found out he really was in agony because he got injured.
Oh, my bad. I didn't realize. Well, when you're being picked up by a guy like Braun Strowman and you're getting thrown like a sack of pack. Son of, I'm having a stroke. I mean,
oh my God, Tommy,
like
are you
sack of bananas?
Are you having a stroke, Tommy?
No, I'm fine. I was messing up on my words.
Okay,
a sack of potatoes. He was just picking him up, boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, and it was just like, oh my gosh! I'm surprised that this guy is not injured. Because he was just like getting laid out in that match.
Well, he was. So there you go. He got hurt. Fuck him though.
Huh?
Fuck him anyway.
But I just want to call, man, and give my love, and just want to say, man, keep providing the awesome entertainment that you do, Joe Cronin, and keep dropping the energy that you always drop, man. And, you know.
Keep begging for food on YouTube.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that, man.
You're not giving anybody your address, though, right, Tommy, when they order food for you?
No, you don't give out your address with that website.
All right, there you go.
You just use the-
Tommy, why did you, I love you. I appreciate the kind words, and I love you, too. Seriously, check out Tommy NC 2010 on YouTube. But, Tommy, why did you make a 23-minute video where you just begged people to send you food?
I don't know. A friend of mine.
Are you? Wait, are you gonna blame? Are you gonna blame this on a friend of yours now again? I mean, I'm sorry to bring this up randomly on the Raw review, but I mean, I've been wondering this for like a week. Like why you, or like last 3 days rather, since you made the video, that why in the world you? It was very awkward. Like, you know how awkward it was. Like you were like, there's this app, you can send me food, and like you're really fat in the video, and like you're eating every day. Like you need to like really eat some better shit. Like me and Filthy and shit, we're talking about this, bro. We're like concerned about your ass. You eat out like every second.
I don't eat out every second. I fix my own food here at the house like all the time whenever I can. Like I don't eat out all the time, Joe.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I eat salads. I eat healthy stuff. You know, like I don't know. You know, I try my best to get out and exercise and stuff like that, you know.
You're getting bigger, though, man. You're getting bigger and bigger. I'm, like, worried about you, like, legit. I'm worried about your
you don't
heart.
want to be my size.
I mean, I'm out of shape. I'm out of shape. You know, I am. I'm 25 pounds or 30 pounds too much. And I used to be a skinny person. But you were, too, kind of. I was looking at your old videos.
I kind of look back at some of my older videos and I'm just like, damn it, Tommy! Like you got to get back to that size again.
Like
doesn't that suck when you look at a picture where you used to think you were fat and now you're like, I wish I was just that fat.
Yeah, I wish I was that fat now.
I used to think I was super fat. Now I look at that picture and I'm like, damn, I wish I was just that fat.
I mean, like, you know, when I was your age, I was about 190, you know, and now I'm about 218. But Tommy, yeah. So I mean, like, but you know what I mean. Like that video is just about getting people to send you food.
I thought it was at first I kind of thought it was a good idea, and then I realized it was kind of a bad idea. I might just delete it off my thing.
No, don't delete it because I haven't downloaded it yet. But here's the thing. What I think you should have done is you should have made a video. Like, so Tommy, as a creator, as a content creator on YouTube, you want to give the fans material. Give the fans something. When you give people some entertainment, they give back. But if you just go out there asking for things, like you're not giving them anything. You basically made a video about 23 minutes of just like, hey, give me food. And you didn't entertain, you didn't give people something to be inspired about, you didn't interact really. It was mostly just, hey, buffalo wings and Chinese food, and I just made this video for food. Like, so it came off really, really bad.
Tommy, if you can, reach out to Gorilla Strong, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the badass.
I'm going to send you lasagna, you fuck, is what I'm saying.
Reach out to Gorilla Strong on Twitter, and he will gladly help you out. He'll give you some great pointers. I'm not kidding. And
on what?
He's training for his next strongman competition right now, and he's a beast. And he'll give you some things and some pointers that'll make it very, very easy for you to make lifestyle changes.
I'm concerned. I'm concerned about you.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that.
I think you have a food addiction, obsession.
I don't think I have a food obsession. I just, I have moments in my life where I get depressed and I feel like shit sometimes, and I feel like walking into a brick wall sometimes just because I just feel miserable sometimes, and I occasionally will grab a bag of Doritos because I feel like shit.
But
yeah,
everybody does that. But everybody does that. But what we're talking about is like, needing to eat out every second, and then now I want food to be sent to me.
A lot of it is that comfort eating turns into a bigger problem overall.
But anyway, Tommy, I get it. We'll talk about it more in the week. Maybe we'll do an Honestly podcast this week or something, and we'll talk about it. Or talk about my problems too. I mean, I'm all fucked up too. I ain't no fucking saint. But yeah, man, I'll let you go, Tommy. Thanks for calling tonight. And
I meant to ask you a wrestling question. Have you heard any more news about? I was telling Hobbs of this. Have you heard any more news about WWE turning into a TV-14 product?
Not really.
When it goes to Fox?
No, there's rumblings that Fox says they want that, but we also had that originally debunked 6 months ago or something like that when Fox came out and said, no, it's like this. And we basically realized that, Fox was very happy with what they were buying. When they were buying it, they were like, hell yeah, this is what we want. So Fox kind of debunked that, but then the rumor came out again that they again want it to be more edgy and stuff like that. So I think there's like a slight hint of truth that they want things to be a little more adult-oriented, but the TV-14 thing, not quite sure about that. It's we don't really know as far as that goes, but we know Fox knew what they were buying because Fox praised it and how they loved it. So for these reports to come out and say, oh, Fox wants changes and Fox is mad and Fox wants TV-14, well, that's not what they said when they bought this, and they referenced the product originally that they love what the product is right now. So I think I'd have to pass on that being a real story on TV-14.
If WWE was ever to switch back over to TV-14, a lot of loyal, dedicated WWE fans would cream their pants if that was ever come back again. Like to have that Raw wrestling promo, just like extreme in some of the promos, I think would be amazing if they brought that back. You know?
Yeah, but think about it. What would be different? The fact that they could say shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and they're not going to show any tits. I'm saying, what are they going to do? They could swear a bit more, but when you go back and you think about, their TV 14 days, it was scantily clad women and more swearing and that was kind of like their, they could tell people, the suck at things and they could make sexual innuendos but a lot of that was based on the bra and panties matches and things. They're not going to go back to anything in that nature. So TV 14 doesn't really need to exist. They can be edgier while still under the current umbrella that they have.
Can literally do 1998 Attitude Era and make it TV PG. But just edit out some of the more extreme things, and it still would be good. It literally does not matter if it's TV 14 or PG. The writing and creativity suck. It doesn't matter what the rating is. They suck. Like, legit. They suck anyway, so it doesn't matter. Tommy, I love you, brother. Thanks for the call. Let me go to let me take a break. There's a guy on hold, 646. Hang on a minute. And let me play a couple of these donations because you guys are funding the show. Without the funding, I wouldn't be able to do the show. So we got to get the bills paid. You guys can donate by using the link in the description box. Despite what Phil Jones in the chat said about me begging for money, that is the first time I've requested it. That down below in the description box, there is a link for Streamlabs. And if you go all the way to the bottom, all the donation amounts are listed there below. And if you want a super chat, you guys know where the $ in the super chat is. Only difference is Google takes 30% of the money if you super chat versus Streamlabs and PayPal. And now I've said it. Now let's hear the donations.
Give it a hell yeah!
Here they are.
I don't care about Batista versus Triple H anymore.
Oh, God.
Fuck the women's triple threat. Who cares about Seth and Lesnar, Corbin and Angle? What a match, can't wait. People who give this show more than 1/10 are fucking retards. Nothing was good.
Oof.
Oh, and fuck commentary.
Let's beast.
Ahmed Omar, you have no idea how bad I want to be the Raw announcer. You have no idea how bad I want to be the commentator for WWE. So badly, Donald Trump style, like so bad. What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yes, Batista. Wow. 6 months ago when Batista stood in that ring with Triple H and made that comment, but you never beat me, or whatever the hell it was. Woo! Little Joe Cronin, who's not a big fan of Batista, all of a sudden was like, let's go. I'm game. Triple H and Batista, I am fucking game. And then last week, give it to me! Give it to me! You want me to give it to you? I'll give you everything, Dave. My interest went from a 10 out of 10 to about a 5 out of 10 last week. And I was like, all right, that was weird, but whatever. And now tonight with fucking Dave Batista sitting in his Sherlock Holmes fucking chair, all he was missing was a fucking robotic arm and a cat and a shadow. And fucking Go Inspector Gadget to lick his asshole. But whatever.
Dr. Claw.
Yeah, Dr. Claw. I couldn't remember the damn name, but just lackluster. Tommy NC verbiage. It was lackluster.
It really was. This killed any other drive I had to want to see their match.
Ugh.
What is up with Davey Boy here? He forgot how to speak. He sounds like me, stammering and stuttering all over the place, forgetting his thoughts mid-sentence.
I think James Gunn is going to release...
emotion.
I think James Gunn is going to release the three-way that they had.
That might be it, and he's, deeply concerned, but he just looked like his mind was elsewhere. Like, shit, I have to do this. At least when The Rock was
that
setting
live?
up the Cena feud.
Do you think that was live?
I don't believe so.
I can't believe that was live. And honestly, if it was live, I would have been like, I think he forgot everything he was going to say and he just winged it. But the fact that probably was not live... Who the fuck filmed that and then went, this is good?
Yeah, because Cole was still out in the arena, and they said that it's next to impossible to hear the announcers, whoever's interviewing you when they do it via satellite. So they just have a script they stick to, and they run through the verbiage. So someone in the room reads that person's lines. And then that's why they usually don't show Cole, because they stick to a script that he's reading.
Right.
And Batista can just react. And, at least when The Rock and Cena were doing The Rock was away via satellite, at least it was entertaining, and there were like little skits involved. And Batista just had no energy, no passion here. Why do you want to fight Triple H? Because I don't like him. And Michael Cole basically said, well, that's a shitty answer. Well, like he just tore him down. I know he was trying to push for more out of it.
The part about Triple H keeping people down, though, the part when he was like, Triple H, it almost sounded like a promo somebody would cut on me, to be honest. He was like...
He's grooming them to be his muscle. I was like, okay. But he didn't go anywhere with it. There was just nothing impactful about this. It just felt flat.
I liked half of it, and that's the thing is I like that sort of like Triple H uses people. He said Vince needs to fire him, and all these things, and I thought that was a good starting point. I liked it. I thought that was actually really good, but then it just by the middle and then to the end, the whole point was completely lost, and then him just being like, "Get out of my house" or whatever. Like it was just like,
yeah, this is over.
I'm trying to think of what they could have done. What I would have done if I was Triple H and Batista and everybody else, I would have said, Triple H, I've got a little, over the years you've hurt people. And I would have brought up what he brought up. Triple H uses people as a stepping stone. This is all a big thing. He's a greedy guy. He does this and that. Great. Love that starting point. Keep going with that. But then I would have said Triple H used... I am going to cleanse the WWE of Triple H's sins. All the wrestlers that you held back, all the spotlights you took, all the wrong that you did, Triple H, I'm going to cleanse everything. And I'm not just going to stick to you, Triple H. Anybody who enabled you, as far as I'm concerned, is an enemy. And you are going to pay for what you did. Because in life, you don't get to just get away with things. And they could have cut away, right? They could have cut away to something. Or they could have even had something crazy where Batista, and I was thinking like Batista would like have like fucking X-Pac tied up in a chair. Or Batista had beaten up X-Pac or Kevin Nash, or he'd gone after somebody else. And like, he's like, Triple H, I wasn't kidding when I said I'd hurt everybody in your life. And then that's
everybody
like a
you care
theme.
For.
Yeah, and he could have been punching Kevin Nash in the head while being like, you enabled him! You allowed him to do it! Blah, blah, blah. You blah, 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 blah. Like, and then turning this whole thing into a click.
It worked with what he was saying. He said, this goes back before Evolution. This is, I'm tired of hearing I owe my career to Triple H. He groomed me to be his muscle. He groomed me to, to use me to be the meathead to protect him. And then that was like, yeah, this is great. He's a predator. It's not the cerebral assassin. It's the selfish bastard. But like you said, that would have been excellent had they panned over and saw a semi, bruised and battered X-Pac next to him. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, buddy?
It might be PG too. They might not be able to do that. That could be your TV-14 thing right there.
Having him tied up, they don't have to have him bloodied then. If they don't like blood. But like I said, little makeup bruising will go. They did it with letting him attack Ric Flair. So
yeah, it just would have been funny if he was like, say hi to Triple H. Go ahead. Say hi to Triple H. Go ahead. And then you're like, what the fuck? Is he talking to somebody? And then the camera moved a little bit. And it was a fucking dude, like, and he goes over, and he's gagged. That'd be the funniest shit if the guy was gagged, and then Batista got up, and was like, say hi to say hi to Paul! I said say hi to him! He fucking slaps him across the fucking face. Say hi to him! And, the guy's like, say hi to him! Like that type of thing, and whatever. And, the cameraman even could have been like, listen, Dave, I'm going to call the police, man. And, him grab someone off camera and be like, you're not going to call anybody! And like shove them back. And then, he could have untied him. He go, I can get to anybody, Triple H. That type of thing. But the theme is all over the place. It's attack Ric Flair, I'll attack any of your family, but now you accepted the match, so okay, there's nowhere to go now. Because you've already accepted the match, so now I don't need to attack anybody else. I don't need to do anything else. So now he cuts
I got what I wanted. Give me what I want, what I really, really want.
And he cuts this promo that's pretty good, but it's like it didn't have a good ending. It wasn't very threatening, and at this point...
That's the point. Like you said, that's the huge drive into it, that there is nothing that to be gained from this. He already accepted the match. That's a great point. So
at this point, it feels, again, like, okay, I got this feud. I get it. We don't need any more. Just WrestleMania. Come on. So now this feud is not interesting anymore. Because at this point, I've checked into, okay, want to see the match now. It's over. The build-up is over. I just want to see the match. So Batista and Triple H have lost me. I just want to see the match. The women, Charlotte, Becky, Ronda, even though Ronda's segment was one of the better ones tonight, was the best one maybe. I just want to see the match. It's done. Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins, I don't care. I don't even see that Universal title. It sucks. I just want to see the match, I guess. So there's another one. The tag team match with the women, that was fucking, I don't care. That was boring to me. I don't give a shit. So I guess I want to see the match. What else do we have? Is there another feud I'm missing? Finn Balor, we don't know. McIntyre and Roman. McIntyre and Roman's going to happen. Now I'm kind of interested because Drew McIntyre cut a promo on Roman tonight, and that was kind of cool, and I like Drew McIntyre. How's Roman going to follow up? So I am kind of wondering about that one. But what will happen next week? Will Roman just come out and say his bullshit? I don't know.
Yeah.
But so at least that one's in play. So that one's in play right now, which I think is crazy that I'm actually saying that. That's the one in my mind that's in play, that's moving right now. Whereas, but I know Roman's going to say yes, and they've already said what they need to say. But great promo tonight from Drew. So, but there's not a whole lot to be excited about. And Kurt Angle, I can't wait. Who's his opponent going to be? Who's Kurt Angle's retirement match going to be against? And he's already announced he's retiring, so they gave that away. So, okay, well, that's a spoiler, but oh well, he's going to pick somebody tonight, so that's fun. Baron Corbin. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so whatever, just get to WrestleMania then, because whatever, I don't care. So, again, every match is like they cut the fucking legs off of everything. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, like you said with Drew, that was great. He wanted to talk to Joe, the man. You may have beaten leukemia, but on the grandest stage of them all, you never beat me. It's like, fuck, yeah. That's so good. That's so good.
And again, that was really good.
The match was good, and it just, I have, a little bit of contention with the outcome, but I understand what they're going for, so it works. Yeah. And the match itself was well serviced, and they did a good job really, really, really making Drew look fantastic. So
not a Roman fan, so I'm not that into it, but it could be fun to watch these two guys. Put them together.
The match because of Drew, yeah.
Yeah, put them together, see what happens. I get it. 646 waited 16 minutes. Let's get him on the phone. 646, what's up?
Yeah, what's good, man? How you doing?
What's up, man? I'm thinking about buttering up Jake and just doing something weird.
Where the hell is Joe Cronin at?
Wants to give me the corn.
Yeah, baby. This is Joe, yes.
Yeah, I want to speak to Joe Cronin, man.
Oh, man.
Joe Cronin, and listening to you and that filthy mouth that you got, you curse so much.
Fuck shit ass cunt bag.
Filthy mouth.
Fuck shit ass cunt bag.
You got a filthy mouth.
Fuck.
It's no good.
Well, bro, your mom likes that fucking type of talk, and I stick with that talk, man. I promised her I'd say pussy fuck.
Yeah, but that's no good. You know, if you got a filthy mouth. You know who you remind me of? Doink the Clown.
Doink the Clown?
You look just like, yeah. You look like just Doink the Clown.
Like Doink the Clown,
WWE, the Doink the Clown.
Did Doink have a filthy mouth? Like him. Did Doink have a filthy mouth?
Yeah, you got a filthy mouth. You got to respect yourself. You don't respect yourself. You curse, you drink.
Yeah,
you
man.
Talk about people. What's wrong with you?
Well, because
People
that's
donate
what
to your
Steve
channel?
Austin does.
You an idiot.
I drink and I whoop ass too. Steve
Why are you
Austin.
calling then?
So what do you want to talk about?
You an idiot. You an idiot. You an idiot.
You are an idiot.
You look just like Doing the Clown. Listening to you gives me diarrhea.
You an idiot. You are.
Listening to you gives me diarrhea. You
That's
see the other guy, he never curses. The guy that's behind the camera, he never curses.
This guy?
The big guy. I never heard him curse.
What?
The fuck you talking
always
about?
curse.
He just
I
swore.
swear more than
Clean
Joe
your-
usually.
Clean your filthy mouth. Clean your filthy mouth.
Cunt.
Clean your filthy mouth.
Cunt.
Dumbass.
Next week we'll do
Cunt.
a family
I hate
friendly
listening
raw
to your
review.
show.
Just
I
for
hate
you.
listening to your show because your show gives me a headache.
Cunt.
You curse too much.
Why don't you turn it
You
off?
curse too much.
Cunt, 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 cunt.
Doing the Clown.
Cunt. Man, I gotta tell you, that guy is weird.
We should have a family friendly.
That guy waited, dude. I just want to explain the mental disorder. I want to explain the mental disorder of that guy. He waited 16 minutes
on hold.
On hold. He was on hold 16 minutes to tell me he doesn't like my swearing and to call me Doink the Clown. 16 minutes. 16 minutes, man. Like, that is really, like, I think you are a retard. Like, I'm convinced. Like, it's like I'm not mad that you called to troll the show or whatever, but I really think that, like, if the best thing you have to make fun of me is I swear and I look, and something about Doink the Clown, 16
I don't know
minutes.
what that was about, but
I can't fucking believe it, dude. 16 minutes he waited to do that. I'm blown away.
You want to see my dick?
Hey, you said
I'll
the
take
big
my dick
guy
out right
behind the
now.
camera never swears,
I'm Sean
so that's a point for me.
And you want to see my
I
dick?
think he's on my side.
Do you want to see my dick? I will show you my penis. I'm Sean's View. Don't screw with me, or else I'll show you my pee-pee. Do you want to see my dick? Do you want to see my dick?
Do you want to see it? That's what I got.
Why is your haters coming to my video saying that I stole your idea about CM Punk retuning? Well, let me tell you something, you son of a bitch. CM Punk has signed a contract with WWE. It's confirmed, it's reaffirmed. The brash, the trash, the slash and bash Sean's View.
God, man, Sean's View is such a fucking retard, dude. He literally wrote the other day, he's like, CM Punk returns on Raw, and the date. Like, my God, dude. Sean.
About to get it, man. Here we go. About to
Take
get
your
it, man.
life.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh,
That's fucked up.
This was a rotted episode. Corbin versus Angle. Boring as hell. This Mania card is a joke, so. Many matches no one gives a F about. Where's Taker? Cena.
They ain't coming, man. Not till the last minute at least. Yo, Ronnie Jones, what's up, man? That was not the real Sean's View. He doesn't have the money to do that. I wouldn't believe. So, wow, we are really behind. Are we really this far behind right now? On donations? Holy shit, bro. We are so far behind. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't realize we were that far.
WrestleMania 27 was worse than last year. The last good Mania was WrestleMania 2 years ago. Even though most of the winners of the matches were wrong, still was good.
Yeah, I didn't like last year's at all. WrestleMania 27 was the worst. Yeah, maybe it was. I didn't like 27. I didn't like honestly, I did not like 27, but I legit thought last year's was trash.
Even if Roman, Nakamura, and Asuka won, I wouldn't have about it.
Yeah.
My name is Kane, and I'm.
They didn't boo the main event like they did even The Miz and Cena.
I guess it looks as though WWE has found the next James Dudley. This time, the housekeeper gets the Warrior Award.
Oh,
so
God.
the WWE can tell Matt Capotoli to go to hell.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about him, but WoolhatDemon. By the way, WoolhatDemon, what is up, brother? Welcome back, dude. If you've been, I know you sometimes donate, I think, under another name, but WoolhatDemon, man, it's been a while. Thank you so much. One of the all-time donators on the show, legit. Look it up. It's crazy. I'm fine with who they picked. I think that woman deserves it. She's been there for like 30 years. So, congrats to her, man. $9.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
I haven't watched Raw in months. So I decided to watch tonight out of complete boredom. WrestleMania is in like 3 weeks, right? It sure as fuck didn't seem like it.
I agree with you, man. It did not seem like it is. And Derek Hans, thanks, man. I'm sorry you watched Raw tonight. That was a mistake.
How about that kick from Ricochet that looks like it hurt on the ring post, lol?
Yeah. That was horrific. It probably did hurt. Nate from VA, thanks for the $5, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I like the Ronda segment. I kind of like the way Raw began tonight, and I like Drew McIntyre's promo. And I think that's about it. I think everything else on Raw tonight had me wanting to bang my head off a wall, bash my face off a cement wall. Not 100%, but I think that is that's the situation. Oh shit, it's Cran time.
I drink Cran cause I'm the man. My enemies are the Cran and ran.
Number 1 JD fan. Let's drink some Cran together.
Cran man, come on, make me believe in tasty. I'm so thirsty, would you answer me? Cran man. All my friends are fucking the man, cause all my friends are drinking Cran. Drinking Cran. Cause all my friends are drinking Cran.
I don't have any Cran tonight. I'm fucking out. I'm out of Cran. I'm pissed.
Get ready for Multi-Man Mania, baby.
Oh God, I hate multi-man. Oh my God. I hate multi-man matches. I'm convinced AEW doesn't even want anything to do with me. I fucking that video is destroying on Twitter, and they're just like,
please swerve with Cena instead of Corbin.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great? If well, I could see Cena showing up to help Kurt. That's the thing. Like I could see him like running out there to help him. Some bullshit.
Didn't watch, just FYI. No notification again.
The Goon. What's up, Goon? Yeah, man. You know, Goon. Everybody just has to keep watching my videos and coming to my channel on their own and liking and bell and all that stuff because YouTube don't alert you.
Hey, guess who I'm facing in my final match at WrestleMania? Nope, it's not Cena or Shelton. Yep, you guessed it, a corporate dumb fuck. Because that's how much Vince cares about us. Time to shake things up my fucking ass. 20 days Vince time to wake up. 1/10.
I agree. I think it's going to be a Triple Gaming, thanks for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. I think it's just gonna be a quick match. I think Vince wanted to get him on the card somehow, and we're all upset about it because they didn't give us some epic match. But I think there was never gonna be a plan for an epic match. So they just see it like this.
Michael Cole, this match is gonna be monstrous. Fuck you. Stop writing these softball hints. There's no payoff. I told you it would be monstrous, ha. You sure did. You fucking idiot. Rousey broke Dana's arm, no doctors, just her wiggling in pain.
Stow Code Steve Boston. Yeah, man, I really believed that they were going to take her out on a stretcher. I thought that would have been what they did. I even tweeted that out and make Ronda so vicious.
Give me a hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
I won a gold trophy with broken freaking cock. Oh, it's Lou. It's Dam's Lou.
That's fucking hilarious. Spurt Wangle. Spurt Wango, man, I'm sorry about your privates. Maybe you can speak to like Lorena Bobbitt's former husband about that and talk to him and see what he has to say. And maybe he can help you out with some game planning on what to do next as far as that goes. Spurt Wangle. Let's play one more. We're behind. There's a whole bunch more to go. But we're going to move around. Zach Connor's back again. What's up, Zach?
Drew is either facing Seth after WM35 or he's going over to SmackDown Live after WM35. Also, what's up, Joe and Jake?
What's up, Zach? Thank you, man, for always showing support like you do.
Yeah.
Appreciate that shit. Let me see. Where are we here on this thing? We got fuck.
Still behind.
Oh, we are. God damn, we're an hour behind.
Whoops.
Like somehow I got so far behind on these donations.
Let's blame Tommy.
What if the turkeys ate us? What if they filleted us? What if they killed us and ate our children? Let's go! What if the turkeys ate us? What if they filleted us? If the turkeys ate us? If they had to hate us? The Thanksgiving was a little bit different. Instead, the turkeys ate us. They gobbled us apart. But first they eat our nuts, and then they eat our butts. The turkeys ate us. What if the turkeys ate us? Yo, 902 is on hold. We're going to take his call in a minute. Turkeys ate us. What if they ate our fucking nuts? Yo, what if the turkeys ate our fucking bodies? Instead of mashed potatoes. Yo, sports fan forever. Thank you so much, dude. Seriously, man, for dropping $30 almost. $29 turkeys ate us donation.
Is it just me or was Batista mumbling in his interview? I didn't catch a word he said.
Well, you know, again, the first half I kind of heard what he said, but he was very, very quiet and like he was trying to be this diabolical like dickhead, I guess. I don't know.
He came across as he ran out of cocaine, you know?
Right, that's right. And he was like, "Get out of my office." Very
sedated, like it was Triple H. Maybe I don't know what you're talking about, Michael.
Sports fan forever. Thanks, man.
Sports fan forever.
But dude, it's like I was so into it when he said Triple H. You didn't beat me. It was like, oh fuck, let's go. And now it's just like Triple H.
Yeah, with how personal Hunter made it last week too, or the week before. You know, sorry, the week before. You know, when he was out by himself, and then last week the back and forth was a little ridiculous. You know, give me what I want.
Gives me the blues. By the way, enjoy your show.
Bobby Means, what's up? I assume you mean Raw gives you the blues. Pretty sure that's what you mean. Bobby Means. Bobby, thanks, man, for throwing a tip my way. Appreciate that.
Corbin will be attacked by Cena at Mania just before the match. Although I wish it could be Captain Insano. He shows no mercy.
Waterboy, what's up? Ladies and gentlemen, to replace Baron Corbin, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Insano! Like, oh my God, the sparkles would go off because there's no more pyro, and Captain Insano could do the job on, or for, Kurt Angle.
Super chat. How about Rhonda's husband, GETN, in the mix tonight?
Mario Rodriguez. What's up, Mario? How you doing, man? He did good. He was pretty good. He didn't look out of place that much. Good job.
I can understand that whole Mojo Rawley promo because that entire segment is what JD says cock when it doesn't go up after 1 inch.
Mrs. Sniffles. And by the way, I just want to say that today, JD from New York thought that I'd be there to show up to help him out. And JD, I hope you're watching right now. JD had called me last week, if you remember, and he said, you know, Joe, I just don't want to face Tubby Emu.
I just don't want to face him, Joe, because
I'm afraid.
I'm afraid of that ring and hurting my back, and I've got a House of Glory show coming up, and why don't we bring you in and you can face him instead of me?
You can get your ass beat.
And you know, I said, JD, good idea, man. And I'm on the phone. By the way, this is all a shoot. This is all a fucking shoot right now. I told Grim that I would go to his house today. I would shoot this with JD, and the idea was that JD brings me in as a shock to shock everybody that he's my partner, and I'm his partner, or rather, I'm going to wrestle Tubby Emu for JD, and then I would, beat Tubby Emu, and then maybe at the end I could, turn on JD and give him a stunner or something like that. And Grim was like, hell yeah, that'll be great. Come on down. And I kept saying, the real money is me versus JD, but fine, you want to do that. And then JD was like, listen, man, I'd like to get you down there to do that. And I said, JD, that's great, man. I think you might be onto something there. And I told Grim I'd be down there today. And I told JD I'd be down there today. And then JD never got back to me whatsoever on it. But, Grim did. Grim said, are you coming today? And then I just started to realize, a few weeks ago, he made some comments about you, Jake. And all of a sudden, after those comments, he called me saying, let's just bury everything and it's all good and I'm cool with you and everything like that and everything.
Gotta bury the hatchet.
And I said, I think you're right, man. It's all good. I don't really hate that much about anything. Let's do something. I agree. Let's go. But then I thought about it and I started realizing, man, you know what? He's just sucking up to me because he's getting all this backlash because he said all these terrible things about Jake DeMarco, and people really love Jake DeMarco, and he can't believe how much hate he's getting. He's got a saved face. So he called me on my cell phone and then offered me the thing at Grimm's to try to hey, let's just forget about this. And he invited me to his shit at WrestleCon or WrestleMania, whatever the hell he's doing. And I almost fell for it. But then Joe Cronin kept it real. And Joe Cronin didn't go to Grimm's. Joe Cronin didn't show up there to do some fun little video. But Joe Cronin does remember, JD, when you told me on the phone that you legitimately didn't like Grimm's ring. Because you were there and there's a wire sticking out of the rope and the canvas was stiff. You were there a few days ago and it was really bad, and you just aren't a wrestler and you're kind of afraid to get in that ring and do that. And Joe, you've wrestled before, so maybe, you'll face him and I'll just be in the corner. You're scared of Grimm's Toy Show's ring. And I know right now you can't believe that I've done this. You can't believe that I'm telling people what you told me on a phone call. You can't believe that I didn't show up today. You can't believe it. And I know Grim can't either, because Grim's a good guy and Grim does like me, and I'm so sorry, Grim, and I'm sorry I gave it away. But I had to. I'm not there. And JD, you didn't even call me today to say, Joe, what happened? You're not coming? You didn't even call me. You didn't call me last night or again to say, hey, are you coming? Is it still going on? No, you never did. You just thought I would come. Well, I didn't come. Oh, there's wires are sticking out of the ring. Man, you are a pussy. You are a pussy, JD, and you are pathetic. If I show up to Hooters and whatever else you're doing WrestleMania weekend, it ain't going to be to shake your hand. It ain't going to be to say, oh, sorry, everything's good now. It ain't going to be a happy little reunion. If I show up to your little party or whatever you do WrestleMania weekend, it is going to be to lay you out and then take that cease and desist that you sent me over a year ago that's full of shit. And I am going to do exactly what I should have done with it the very second I received it, JD. I am going to wipe my ass with that stupid cease and desist letter, and as you're laying on the floor in front of your fans who want to do something, oh yeah, your fans are going to want to do something to me, but just like you, I'm going to bet that they're all a bunch of bitches, especially that Falcon motherfucker. We know who he is. And as they're all watching and they're trembling and they're not sure, is this real? Is this real, guys? Maybe this is like a joke or something. I'm going to stuff that fucking piece of shit cease and desist letter that you sent me that I just jammed up my ass. I'm going to stuff it in your mouth. So when you wake up, the first thing you're going to say is, God, my head hurts. And the second thing you're going to say is, why do I taste shit? And JD, you've just been exposed. And I know you are fuming right now in your apartment. You are like, I can't believe it. I asked him to be my partner and to come do this thing with me. And Grim said it was cool and everybody was cool with it. And you said you were coming. And then Joe didn't come. And now he's saying this in front of everybody. Boy, you must think I'm an idiot, JD. Because I think you called Jake DeMarco a fat fuck and all these other things, and you called and you did apologize. You apologized, and I apologized too. But I'm not afraid to say it, man. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. And you know what, JD? Neither did you. You didn't mean it at all. The only difference is I'm man enough to admit that, goddamn it, I just didn't mean it. By the way, Grim doxed your license plate on your Mustang in his video from last week. 902, you're on the phone. What's up? What'd you think of Raw? Hello? Hello? Oh, dude, JD's gonna be flipping out. It's gonna be great. 902, what's up?
Jesus.
You're on the show, 902. I think he's listening to the show. He doesn't know he's live. 902, you're live.
Oh, me here. Finally now, right?
Yeah, man. What's up, dude?
You are live on the show.
What's up?
Yeah, all right. I can hear most of the things you're saying, but like I guess there's like technical problems because your mic is super, super distorted.
Yeah.
But I got the gist. I laughed my... Told me the second thing that he's going to fucking feel is our taste was shit or something. I fucking wrote.
Yeah, man.
Go tell your lawyer this, and we'll wait for another letter.
Oh, it's hilarious, man. And by the way, before I move on, JD, I used to watch JD, and I think he's kind of funny, but like, I mean, it's ironic and like in a way to watch fucking guys who are wrestling fans do nothing but shit on us. But at least sometimes there's like a little bit of like honesty coming from you. Like you'll kind of rip on it because it's fun to rip on it anyway. JD seems like he has nothing. There's never going to be anything he's going to do. But tell me, every single Monday was the worst Monday that ever happened. And it's kind of like it takes like 2 or 3 weeks, and you're like, yeah, this is boring. How can someone describe this shit right?
I get it. He hates everything. I get it. I don't hate everything either. You know, like I told you, there's the good parts. I told you the things I liked tonight, but in the end, yeah, it is overall really pretty bad usually. So, you know, you just got to flip out on the negative stuff even more than usual because it's just so bad to me. But there are good things that happen. But, yeah, anything else you wanted to say about the show tonight? Did you like something tonight?
Well, tonight I didn't watch Raw because it's hit or miss. I barely watch it, but I actually bought my SummerSlam tickets it's in Toronto this year. I'm up in Canada. I'm Scott McKinnon's buddy. This is my good friend, Scott. But I'm going to SummerSlam and NXT, and I'm like, I bought floor seats, and I'm almost instantly regretted it because I'm thinking $500, $600, whatever. Are any of these guys from NXT going to even be there? Like, what's going to happen? The roster is like, you know what I mean? That little transition after WrestleMania, anything could be like, it could be great. It could be totally fucked up. So is there anything around SummerSlam do you have hope for that could make a good show, or do you think the show is probably going to be kind of depleted because of what they've been doing as far as like bringing Ricochet up and all the stuff that they've been doing lately?
I mean, like some of those
not
moves
just NXT, by the way, but just overall on the show.
Yeah, I mean, I love NXT, and the main roster show has just been getting worse and worse to me. They keep doing these little things though that are fun, like Ricochet coming up with Aleister Black is pretty cool, but it's like the overall show is just still so bad, and it's getting worse and worse every second. And by the way, Scott's going to be really mad at you for calling me because he hates me. But thank you for the call. Overall, it's just getting worse and worse. By the way, that shit I just said was not a work. That was not a work. What I just said about JD.
I'm legit shocked that you brought any of that up.
That was all real.
And you blew me away, but I love you, buddy. Thank you for having my back, as always. That's fucking...
I could have gone down there, man. I didn't.
You could have, and I was all for it. It would have been funny.
John Cena's first match was against Kurt Angle on SmackDown. His first PPV match was against Chris Jericho. He won the United States title from the Big Show at WrestleMania 20.
All right.
John Cena's first match was against Kurt Angle on SmackDown. His first pay-per-view was... Yeah, I remember when he won the U.S. title against Big Show TJ. 20. Thank you. Damn, TJ's donation was fucking
quite
from a while ago. Let's see.
Yeah, like I said, though, I'm shocked you said any of that. We'll see when the law offices have to say.
I canceled my WWE Network.
Damn. Daniel Gonzalez. See, I won't cancel my WWE Network because I love the WWE Network. Like, that has NXT on it. Love NXT. And it has all the old archives of all the old shit that I love.
Yeah.
So,
in HD with, a better DVR system recently. They fixed a few things so it remembers playback positions. And
if I was you guys, like, here's the thing. I would not cancel my network. I would just not watch Raw. I would not buy things and not watch Raw, but the network, that's the one thing that I think is good. Super chat.
Do you think SmackDown will be better than Raw?
I think so. I think it will be. Last week it was tough. SmackDown wasn't very good, Nate Dogg, but I think tomorrow, finally, I think SmackDown will beat Raw.
I don't think so, honestly.
I think him going to like the reality-based promos. When Banks told Natty she was riding Beth's coattail for a match at WrestleMania, I kinda marked out.
Yeah, I like that.
Felt real. Raw was okay. I think it's getting better out of 10.
Kalel Bama. Kalel fucking Bama. What's up, Kalel? I think sometimes it shines better than it was. But overall, again, like tonight, I just thought tonight was such a mishmash of shit.
Shit bomb.
I can't give it that high grade.
I envision a Michael Scott situation with Vince sitting there listening to your show with his yes man and hearing your ideas, calling THM stupid. Yes man agrees. Then he turns around and says, you know what we should do, then repeating your ideas.
ABELsalasJR, thanks for the $5. That's funny to think about. That'd be hilarious, but there is no chance that that's happening, the only thing that could be happening is some low-level guys watching and has some ideas. But I don't think anybody's watching anything. And for Christ's sake, I'm muted by Road Dogg on Twitter. So you can all tweet Road Dogg, ask him why he muted me. I don't know, but he definitely muted me. And whatever, I know why he did. I fucking harassed the shit out of him. I deserved it. Arian Ibrahim. What's up, Ibrahim? Thanks for joining the channel. Hope you guys can subscribe down below. And what's up to the new subs today? Lots of new subs.
Jojo, I need you turn on your Skype. I need help. I got my first stick in my ass. I was reaching for quarters and I can't get my hand out.
Oh, God, no. Tommy, I'm so sorry, man. You seriously, when you put those quarters up your ass... Dude, you're going to run into problems every single time, man. Stop doing it. Stop putting quarters up your ass. God damn. Hit the sub button down below if you're new. Don't miss out on the daily wrestling news, podcasts, and more. Epic, what's up, Epic?
It reached the point where Tommy only uses older photos for his video thumbnails. Hope he gets the help he needs.
I agree, Epic. I think I'm legit worried about Tommy. I was trying to sort of scare some reality
into him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Epic
he's on
also
Rose.
reminded me, the guy that called before to say that you swear too much, that's the guy that you said you were going to call ice on the first week, who then called to apologize and call you an asshole last week. So this is the third week in a row that he's called now.
Yeah, I mean,
So
well, we found out he's mentally challenged. I mean, that's
yeah,
what-
I mean, he's sitting on the phone for 16 minutes to tell you not to swear, but
Yeah.
the first week
Super
it escalated.
I eat 2,200 calories a day. Step up cardio, Tommy.
The Goon. What's up, Goon? Yeah, you can do that, man. As long as you're working out, you can eat 2,500 calories if you're working out the right way.
I know legit, though, the one burger that Tommy had at one point had at least 2,200 calories in it. So,
Oh, yeah.
That's the problem.
Oh, and the bad fats, too. Final Verdict. Thanks for subbing. What's up, Final Verdict? How's my fucking Twitter thing doing? I'm going to go check out on the Elite video.
Well, that's what I started to say before. Trailbound let me know he searched under the hashtag for your video because your video should be there. It has
number
more
one.
views than others, and it's not shown at all.
Really? It's not number one?
I swear you're limited by Twitter still in some regard. Like you don't get shared or. And like if I retweet you, then my followers will see it. But you like when you use hashtags and stuff, people have said before that they can't find what you put out there.
Really?
Yeah.
I see it trending on, I see it being the number one on that. If I search hashtag the librarian.
That's under yours, though. When he searched for it, he couldn't find it unless he looked at you directly. So, other people have told me that before.
That's crazy. Let me look up.
So I wonder if you're being, not shadow banned, but hidden by Twitter in some way, shape, or form.
Maybe. I'm looking up. I'm looking it up on. I wonder if I am shadow banned on Twitter. Maybe that's why fucking people don't.
That's not
respond
the
to me.
right word, but you understand what I'm saying. Like in secret, you're being repressed somehow. Essentially, you're being silenced. So they don't allow you to be shared.
Even when I look at it, I looked it up on here, and you would think it'd be like the first thing. Although these are recent posts. Maybe if
with all the, it's got almost 5,000 views, and when you go to the hashtag for the librarian, you can't find it certain times, and I see it now because people are retweeting it. But if you look at it, especially through like a fresh account or someone that's not following, it doesn't share.
What I would suggest people do is, take the video if you want. First of all, go ahead and retweet it right now. Go retweet and like it. It's got 133 retweets. It's got 4,281 views. So I know people are seeing it because it's got that many views. So go retweet it, like it, and all that shit, and then share it everywhere. Put it up all over the place. But then you could also grab the video yourself and then retweet them at AEW, at AE Wrestling, and hashtag the librarian, and just fucking take it, steal it, and fucking re-upload it and send it to them or something like that. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. I'm having fun with it. They want a librarian.
When you said the Dewey Decimal System, that I died.
There's another fucking.
I always leave a bookmark.
This was actually a 3-minute promo, but I cut it down to the 60 seconds they wanted.
Yeah, because they sent out a tweet 4 hours ago talking about it as well. So
you found your man. And I know that, you're out there and you're thinking, well, geez, you're a librarian. You don't even have glasses. Shut up! I'm a master of the Dewey Decimal System. But the librarian always leaves a bookmark. You want a literate legend? Then look no further.
Dude, I'm a literate legend. Literate legend is fucking awesome.
Than the literate legend, me, the librarian.
Fucking piano music. Wow. What the fuck, bro? I don't know, man. Good luck to everybody beating that. I don't know. Maybe there's a lot funnier shit out there than mine, but I thought it was kind of funny. Somebody laughed at it. But I would definitely be down with being the librarian. I like the idea of that. Although I'd rather just be the commentator for a wrestling company, but that's fine. If I got to be a librarian, I am a fucking librarian, so it's all good. We said, I was talking to Dave Rose earlier on the phone. I was like, Dave, you're kind of the real libriarian,
Yeah.
Because he would have been like
somebody that fits.
He told me to take his catchphrase that I read books, It's like how many books have you read? I've read 992 or like
this year.
3,462 books in the last 4 years. And every single one of them filled me with the knowledge to whoop your ass, you know, like all these goofy things. At one point I said that, what if the rope snaps in the ring? You know what I mean? Are you going to be able to use it to tie your opponent using a bowline knot? No, because you haven't read volumes 1 through 5 of Boy Scouts. Like fucking all this bullshit. Like I was going into all this stupid shit. And the worst thing is how like illiterate I actually am. Like when I write shit, I'm spelling shit wrong left and right. But really just because I don't give a shit. I'm like typing, my phone misspells stuff. I'm just like, whatever, tweet it, I don't care. So like now I'd have to really pay attention to tweets, like attention to detail, and go back and do I really want to have to do that? You know, I don't know. You know, but that being said, let me play the donations again because we're catching up.
Super chat.
Nicholas versus Pat Patterson, Stairway to Neverland.
Oh my God.
I saw that before come in the super chats. That's why I was laughing so hard.
Oh my God, dude, that's fucking hilarious. Baby Shaq, what's up, Baby Shaq? And thanks to the Goon for that, because that was fucking hilarious.
Joey View on Twitter said that he's working on his YouTube channel, and he was asking if you provide any form of help. And I said, ironically enough, on your Patreon, you have a tier for that available.
Yes.
For people that have an interest in getting help.
Doinked all clown face with tears of joy rolling on the floor laughing.
Dewan Joseph. Thank you, Dewan. Yeah, I'm Doink the Clown now. Yeah, I will help you. I'll go into detail about your tags, your fucking titles, your thumbnails, what you can do. Some people listen, some people don't. I've told a lot of stuff to people and then they don't listen, but if you listen, you'll at least have a fighting chance on YouTube.
Yeah, but you do have a tier for that specifically on, your Patreon available, so.
Yeah, check it out on patreon.com/Joe Cronin.
Shit bomb.
Cunt, fuck, shit, you idiot, cunt, asshole, have I cursed enough yet? Lol. What an SJW jerk-off that person was. Shit, fuck, asshole, puny. There goes my Tourette's again.
Oh, God, the Tourette's have come fucking unleashed. Doink the Clown. Thank you, Doink the Clown. I appreciate the donation, man. And yeah, fuck that guy. Come on. I mean, he's a troll fucking guy, but the bottom line is I ain't never leaving Neverland.
Ain't never leaving Neverland. You think you will not leave Neverland. You can't.
Right back. Scoop the Humpster Broski.
Joe, I'm going to have to side with that caller. This here is a fucking family channel.
Damn it.
Only a shithead would curse on YouTube.
Shit.
Fuck, cunt, bitch, ass, gook, fook, shit, cum, blink, shink, whore, cock, dick, clit, and Tommy. Debba.
Let's beast.
Wow, Gook.
You piece of shit.
Now that is a donation. By the way, shout out to all the people whose names are scrolling across the screen up here. These are all patrons who are $25 or above in the producer level. Thank you, guys.
Here we go.
Luis Antonio Alejandro.
I could have made a better opponent for Kurt Angle. Hell, Eric Garcetti would have been a better opponent for Kurt. F this garbage.
Yeah, I have no idea, man. That was talk about the wind out of the sails. And Kurt Angle knew it too. He was like, "No, wait." And then he like did his thing, and it was like, no, he really is facing Baron Corbin. Give it up for Chicago. They still gave Kurt Angle a lot of love and everything, but definitely super disappointing. But there'll probably be a reason for it come Mania. And he's not gonna have some classic match with anybody anyway. You can tell he's just done. He can't wrestle. And unfortunately, he's in bad shape.
Super Chat Party.
Just a tip since I'm listening after work. Thumbs up, hot dog.
Thank you, Patrick.
Mr. Patrick Crawford, thank you, sir. And we are now caught up. And I just want to say that everybody can go on to Patreon. And if you go on to Patreon, not only can you hear all my different podcasts, there's fucking 30 hours of podcasts, But you can also get all 300 of my songs that I've ever made, including this new one that just came out about Michael Jackson. If you go to Neverland, you ain't never leaving Neverland. Michael Jackson released this recently. It was a song that he recorded, but they never released it, and they found it. And you can download it on my Patreon. It's unbelievable.
Ain't never leaving Neverland. You think you will not leave Neverland. You can never leave Neverland. You got don't can't leave Neverland. You don't leave no Neverland. You don't leave you can't leave no you can't leave the Neverland. You can't leave the Neverland.
You're never leaving Neverland. You ain't never leaving Neverland. It's a song, and it's great. It's available on Patreon. You guys can download it on Patreon, own it, and keep it, and share it, and instantly send it to everybody for no reason. Matt the Misfit, I will answer your call in a few minutes, man. Call me back in like 5 minutes. I'll try to get you on here. Jake, where did we leave off on this Raw, if you remember?
We pretty much covered everything at that point. You know, we had the only thing we didn't really discuss was, I mean, really, Sasha and Bayley, they come out, they make a okay promo, nothing great, and then they're interrupted by Natalya and Beth Phoenix, who says that she's going to come out of retirement should they want to go after the women's tag titles, and that leads to a singles match. Wasn't a good match at all. Unfortunately, Natalya takes on Sasha.
Elias match was weird. We said that, right? Because that was weird.
Yeah.
That match was weird.
Very, very just, it lacked any, fluidity. Like they were just not connecting at all. And then, Nia Jax and Tamina show up and they cause a disqualification. And you see, Nia Jax on the stage. Tamina roughs up. Who'd she hit first? I think she shoved
Can we talk about
Beth Phoenix?
Well, I just wanted to mention real quick because we kind of skipped over what I wanted to mention this. I really want to show this clip, but I can't because I'm afraid of copyright. Even though fucking big nose bitch Loogie can show everything.
Yeah, of course.
Ronda Rousey jumped up in the air and fucking kicked Dana Brooke. And it looked fucking awesome.
It was a hell of a fucking move.
Like,
and then
seriously.
the knees that followed, and even
that looked like the Matrix.
Takedown.
Dude, that looked like the Matrix, dude. Everybody
she flew.
Go watch right now. In fact, I
would say just play it without the audio.
Well, I have the clip right here of the moment that I can share with you guys. And Ronda steps up and full on fucking spin kicks her in the back of the head. And Dana, after she slaps her, she's like, "You slapped me," boom, dude. I don't know why, but this is one of the coolest things like ever. Like, it was really cool. I put in the chat. What a move, dude. That was
brutal.
Dana sold it great. Good job by Ronda. Like, I was like, wow, dude, that was like, you kind of like, that was pretty cool. Like, I mean, like, I whatever. But anyway, to the other women, Sasha and Bayley.
The other women were awful, unfortunately. And I have no interest in seeing Beth Phoenix and Natalya take on the tag champs, nor do I want to see Nia Jax and Tamina take on the tag champs. And it seems like we're getting a three-way, for the title. So, triple tag team. That's even worse.
Ugh.
It really. Do you think that's what's going to be the outcome? It really seems like that's what it might even be a fatal four-way with the Iconics.
Yeah, because Nia and Tamina just lose all the time. Why would they be in it at all? They suck.
Yeah, and then so we'll have, Beth Phoenix and Natalya taking on the tag champs, taking on Nia Jax and Tamina, taking on the Iconics. It seems like that's what's going to happen. And then they also, like I said, Braun later on announced the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, got at that time, is going to happen. Okay, that's news. So, we'll see Jinder Mahal, Apollo Crews, people like that will be in there. But are we going to have the Women's Battle Royal? I forget, what was it, the Mae Young? Or no, something else, because it wasn't Fabulous Moolah. They changed the name of it. But that Women's Battle Royal that they had, I'm just...
I
not
think,
interested to see that either.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have the women's thing, and Well, why did I say that last week? Oh yeah, they're gonna have it for whoever to take on Asuka. They're gonna have a women's battle royal, and the women.
So they're gonna go that way.
I promise you, I think they're gonna have a women's battle royal, and the winner will take on Asuka at WrestleMania that day, and it will be probably Lacey Evans.
Asuka might be another multi-woman match as well. From what I'm hearing, they might do, Fire and Desire and Asuka, so it'll be a triple threat. So they'll have Sonya versus Mandy versus Asuka.
They are setting that up a little bit too, so that could happen.
So that's a triple threat. Then you have a 4-way tag match. Then you have the triple threat main event, and it's just a mess. When you look at all the matches right now, there's not many that stand out, unfortunately.
I do want to, speak of standouts, I want to shout out the new patrons, people who became a patron just now. When you're a patron, you get Morning Madness in the mornings with me. It's an audio series that I talk about the dirt, and I'm going to spill some shit tomorrow on my audio podcast on Patreon. Plus, you get me and Leah's podcast, Till Death Do Us podcast, and me and Devious Dave Rose's Final Frontier News, as well as some other people, guests joining us for that. Me and Jesse J's podcasts, and you get the full episodes of me and Justin Bailey and Cronin. That returns this week after he had to take time off due to his wife, obviously. Everything's doing better over there now. We're also going to be bringing back the 2K videos, so you're going to get some of that on Patreon, some of that on YouTube for free as well. And then, of course, the Corrupted podcast. We're coming up on episode 100 soon, every Saturday night. And there's an Honestly podcast with Tommy and a bunch of shit. None of it's on YouTube, really. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, or download the app on your phone, guys. If you want to support what I do, this is the only way we can keep doing this shit. But also, you get 30 hours of bonus content. So it's not just like you're giving me $5 a month and for support. You're giving me $5 a month because you're getting tons of content. And Joe Compton just became a $10 patron, so we'll get you the gold VIP on Discord, Joe. Welcome back, Joe Compton. Wolfgang became a $1 patron. What's up to him? And Alex Bryan became a patron as well. Thank you to him. And that's about it, man. A couple other people we shouted out earlier tonight, so I want to do it again. Overall, Raw for me, I don't know, man. It was like hit and miss. I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. What do you think, Jake?
I was going with a 3. Honestly, the Ronda match was good. The promo kind of, I liked what was going on, with everything, the setup. I liked the fact that her husband got involved. That's an interesting angle. The promo, I'm saying, when she arrived backstage.
The thing was, he obviously wasn't that the best, but he was pretty good at like the acting he was doing. Not the best, but he did a decent job, man. I gotta give
Travis
it to him.
Brown's, a big guy, so it's believable. And it was kind of funny that he picks her up and she's still she almost looked like she was going to elbow him when he grabbed her. Like she was still kind of flailing. And
yeah, I want to see that sex tape, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm telling you, who's in control there? Who's wearing the pants?
I think both of them tag in and out of the slave master.
That was good. I liked Ricochet's singles match, even with Jinder. He made Jinder look, pretty legit.
Jinder looked all right because of that. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the fact that it was a singles match for Ricochet as well. I appreciate the fact that they let him go ahead and not be, pigeonholed as a tag team wrestler.
No Aleister Black tonight.
No, he was doing something, some promotional work at home, from what I heard. So
okay,
that's not why.
What was that, Matt?
He's on his honeymoon with Selena Vega.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
I thought the wedding was next weekend.
No, he's already got married.
No, they got married months ago. Yeah.
This ceremony, the honeymoon.
No, they did that this weekend.
Nah, I thought that was next weekend. That was my. Well, there you go. Matt knows when it comes to NXT.
Oh, and congratulations to Justin Bailey on becoming the Monetize This champion on Friday. Justin Bailey finally won
about
it.
A shocker.
I will be sending it out tomorrow, Bailey. Get ready. And Matt the Misfit's on the phone. So, Matt, by the way, Extreme Wrestling Podcast, my podcast on wrestling, returns to iTunes. So that will be coming by next week. You should see that. Extreme Wrestling Podcast. It's back. And I invite anybody to come on that show with me who wants to talk. And anyway, Matt the Misfit, what's up, dude?
That's a great name for that podcast, by the way.
I think it looks pretty good, man. I owned all the shit a couple of years ago, so it's back.
But yeah, Raw was a piece of shit. I can't believe I was hooked for the Batista Triple H match, and then 1 week leave it to WWE in 1 week to kill it.
Yeah,
that fucking promo just.
Yeah, like I said, it really just no emotion, fell flat.
This is why you should have had Triple H out there, because Triple H would actually help the fucking issue with the promo.
Yeah,
Triple H
reading
could
the
have
book
bounced
to
it
us.
back and forth with him, and it's the same thing with you're just featuring Ronda now, so Becky and Charlotte look like an afterthought. They're ruining a lot of their good angles.
Yeah, and then I thought about this. I'm like, the whole WWE Championship thing. That I'm almost positive it's going to be Kofi and Bryan. But I thought about this. I'm like, they're going to only give Kofi the Kingston the title because Daniel Bryan does not want to go to Saudi Arabia.
It could happen that way. I mean, that's not hard to imagine.
And then they're
going to doesn't want to
when
go back, but
yeah, and then they're going to go back to the States, and he's going to win the title back. Just
I'm not entirely sold that he's going to win it all. Like I said, they really want to build, Daniel Bryan up even more from what we heard. And
what was it? Brad Shepard said that only two of the three huge title matches are changing hands, and I'm almost positive that's the Raw Women's and the Universal title.
I'm not even sold that the Universal title would change hands.
I'm almost positive the Raw Women's title is changing.
That seems like that's going to Becky. Because Ronda's cleared from all of the the listings for quite some time, so she's going to be there the Raw after Mania, and then she's not on again until many months down the road. So. And then I imagine she'll get suspended from losing the title. They'll pull something like they did with Brock, where she flips out and you're suspended, and pretty much what they pulled previously. So
yeah, and then I heard an idea that's actually a pretty good idea. If they want to keep this whole thing with the MMA thing going with the, I'm like, what if Becky's next feud is a debuting Shayna Baszler?
That wouldn't be bad.
Because I've heard the two names that I've heard for post-Mania are Shayna Baszler and Pete Dunne.
Yeah, that makes sense. So
I mean, there's really nothing left for those two. Well, I mean, if you want, but like all that good stuff with that shit. But other than that, Raw with let's see,
they've done it all.
Yeah, Raw. Let's see what else fucking crazy shit that happened. You know what? I've been wondering. Why didn't McIntyre win the Royal Rumble? Now I'm just beginning to wonder that. It's like what?
They devalued enough as is. I mean, they could have gotten to what they wanted, and still had McIntyre win. It's frustrating. I mean, we thought that he was going to win at one point in time. We were convinced, and he was going to take on Lesnar. It seemed like that was the logical thing.
But I also thought about, I'm like, but who would have been the face though in that entire situation? Because I don't think they want to turn Lesnar heel, and McIntyre's a great fucking
They don't
heel.
really worry about that as much anymore. I mean, they don't have to have two faces or two, and have it be an issue. It doesn't have to be one good, one bad anymore. Right. So, especially with the way things happen with social media and them trying to work everybody all the time. That's why there's a lot of, problems with believability and suspending disbelief, because they work everybody so often with silly, nuanced things that you don't know what's real and what isn't when you need to. The things like, Becky's injured now, then she's arrested, then with the crutch. I mean, none of that was necessary for storytelling purposes. None of it benefited the match whatsoever. So when something does happen, you're not as emotionally invested. So
yeah, I would have been happy with just one of those things happening, not like all five of those.
Exactly.
But the thing with Kurt Angle, I'm not even that surprised, because I knew it was going to be Baron Corbin. I read the rumored match card. That was
we knew this a while ago, but I just
laughed
refused
my
to believe
fucking
it.
ass off.
I said it out of nowhere. I said I really hope that that's not where they go, but I just couldn't allow myself to believe that they would be that foolish. I know it makes sense in a story, perspective, but it's insulting to Kurt, his legacy. That's the match that you're letting him retire with. That's how you're, leaving off with everything.
Pull Ric Flair and then go to AEW after he retires and have matches there.
Yeah, exactly. And he'll go wrestle. But hopefully not, because he was not looking hot to trot tonight.
And then what was the other one that had shit? There was another one. Oh, the thing with so Samoa Joe. Are we getting the Cena Joe match that I've been hearing about?
I don't know. I really don't know. And that's the sad part, because they were throwing that around as if it was a certainty. And even Blake and a few others showed me photos of Cena, just from the past few days. He's even smaller than what he was when we saw him in January. He had to slim down for a movie role. He doesn't look, overly muscular at all. Right. So it doesn't seem like he's in, I don't want to say fighting shape, but,
Well, neither does the Undertaker, but people want him. I've also heard, I don't know where this rumor came from, but apparently the one who's actually requested the Demon was the Undertaker.
Yeah, I know that was said. Doesn't look like we're getting that, though. I really think we're just going to end up getting a rematch between Bobby Lashley.
I can't believe they would bring the Demon back to waste him on Bobby Lashley. If that's the case...
I don't even think we'll get the Demon at Mania, it seems like. It'd probably just be another match.
I don't know.
It's like they don't want to use that gimmick.
Well, they're advertising the Demon.
They put the Demon on multiple other, posters and whatnot without it actually showing up.
Didn't they do that for... What was it? Didn't they do that for last year's Royal Rumble and never showed up?
Yeah, they did it for a few different pay-per-views where they had him on the, the big poster where they show multiple people. And Kurt did respond to all the backlash. He said, "My farewell match will be against Baron Corbin at Mania. I realize it's not the most popular decision from a fan's perspective, but I will make Corbin tap out on the biggest stage of them all. I hope you can share this moment and accomplishment with me on April 7th. Baron is a legit tough guy. It won't be easy, but it never is. It's true WrestleMania, with the hashtags." And his wife even chimed in. She went ahead, and a lot of people said it was underwhelming. And his wife said it's very underwhelming. So Jim Ross said that Kurt Angle's opponent is underwhelming.
Wait, Kurt Angle's wife said this?
Yeah. So Jim Ross tweeted out that the long-anticipated reveal of Angle's opponent for Mania was extremely underwhelming. And his wife, Kurt Angle's wife, Giovanna, chimed in, replying to Jim Ross's tweet with a single word, very. So she said it was very underwhelming as well.
Wow.
So apparently even she didn't know who he was going to face, and so many people threw their name in. Matt Riddle was even one. John Cena jumped on the bandwagon. Like I said before, he posted that picture on Instagram. Chad Gable. People even said that if Jason Jordan was ready to return, that would have been better.
Randall actually said he wouldn't mind wrestling Shelton Benjamin as well.
Yeah, and he got that on Raw. So,
but I remember what the other thing was, the Sami Zayn thing. The reason why I and a lot of people thought it was Sami Zayn, because if you think about it logically, who's the one who, in storyline wise, who's the one who took out Sami Zayn?
Yeah, Bobby Lashley. Same thing with Kevin Owens, got taken out. That's why we thought.
Then when Braun Strowman came out, you can tell the Chicago crowd gave zero fucks that was Braun Strowman.
They didn't give two shits that he came out, and they were disappointed at the same time. So
yeah, I was like, and then the Dana Brooke thing. This is fucking hilarious. So two of Dana Brooke's best matches were with Asuka and Ronda Rousey. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, and they're both incredibly short. that was like Ronda's actual UFC career.
Oh, dude.
It was 15 seconds.
That Matrix kick was good, though.
That Matrix kick was awesome. It was like a Inzaguri from hell, like you said. What got me was the news today that we had that major SmackDown star re-sign a multi-year deal. Everybody was curious. Everybody was wondering what's going to happen, and they re-signed. So no more speculation there. That's right. Sin Cara re-signed his deal. So we don't have to worry anymore. Sin Cara has been re-signed to a multi-year lucrative deal with the WWE.
Wait, he was still under contract?
Who fucking cares?
Yeah,
hey, how about AJ Styles with this tweet about the dog? And this, by the way, I re-signed with WWE.
That's what I'm getting at. So AJ Styles did confirm that he went ahead and.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he was serious though. That's my thing.
I think it was confirmed by a lot of people.
He did re-sign his contract, and I'm serious about Sin Cara because he's been dealing with a knee injury over the summer, and then he came back, and then he had to have surgery again, and
wait, Sin Cara?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was gone.
Yeah, no, he just signed a multi-year deal with SmackDown. I wasn't kidding when I said that.
I forgot he was still employed.
It's been 7 months, and now 2019 is going to be a good
I
year
know
for Sin Cara.
I was, you know what it is? I was thinking of
were you thinking of the original?
I was thinking of the real Sin Cara, who's not here anymore.
Whatever his name is now.
I wasn't thinking of Who's the guy playing Sin Cara?
Hunico, I think.
Hunico, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. That shit's fucking hilarious.
Welcome back, Hunico. Is your fucking leg broken, man?
Joe, did you hear that?
Oh, shit.
What are you guys' favorite wrestling shoot interview?
You know, Broken Lion, someone asked me that the other day. I don't know, dude. I love so many of them.
Currently is Enzo. That was great.
Yeah,
That was a
Enzo's.
great listen.
I haven't heard his yet.
Go look at Title Match Wrestling. Our friends at Title Match Wrestling did a
They did a great job.
They've been releasing pieces of it everywhere with Enzo. It's really good. Yeah, it really is good.
Yeah, I used the free trial on their site to listen to it, and certainly worth the membership if you want to see what else they have. But yeah, it was good. It was an excellent listen. It's like 3 hours long.
Jet718, thank you for subbing to me on Twitch, man. Give me a couple bucks on Twitch. That's 11 months. 11 months in a row for Jet718. Thank you for that, man. Keep my Twitch alive.
Is it a cookout to say the CM Punk interview with Coco Cabana?
No, that's an excellent one. I mean,
that is a good one, yeah.
I mean, he just fucking destroyed. It was like great.
It's more of a podcast to me than it is a shoot, but it is a shoot podcast.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, it was a shoot, that's for sure.
Yeah, it got them in fucking court.
Apparently the Revival want Jim.
Do a little
Jim Cornette
basketball dance off the concrete.
The Revival's bitching
I'm
on
just
Twitter.
so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers.
Don't let your kids win the title.
I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Joe, you remember Backlash 2001? What a PPV. The main event was insane.
ADTR, thank you, man. Yeah, I do kind of remember that. Not a lot, though, but...
That was the one with...
ADTR, thanks, man.
Triple H and Stone Cold, right? Taking on The Undertaker and Kane.
I think so. Wait, which was the show that Angle won the title? They beat Austin. Was that Unforgiven?
I think that was Unforgiven.
It was one of those.
I think
damn
it
shows.
was, that was like... I don't know.
Yeah, because Triple H was Intercontinental Champion and Stone Cold was WWF Champion, and then Undertaker and Kane were the Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, where's all your titles? In the main event.
Exactly. And then Shane and Big Show had their last man standing match.
15,592 on hand. And
Benoit and Kurt had the like half Iron Man submission match. That was
that was fantastic.
Sin Cara can't read English. Rigged.
At the old Rosemont Horizon. The Goon, what's up, Goon? That was at the Allstate Arena where they were
that
tonight.
Benoit match was classic.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yo, you were talking about Glass Good Manias. Actually, people are forgetting Mania 31 was really good.
It's pretty good, yeah. 30 and 31. 30 and 31
that was
pretty good.
And then 32 was fucking outside that triple threat women's match. I didn't care about the show.
Real SWAT coming for you, Pedo Jizz 56.
Wow, that's a hell of a name.
That's a fucking terrifying name if I ever heard one.
Yeah, Joe, even Kurt Angle's wife said that it was very underwhelming for his announcement tonight.
Kurt Angle's, his wife?
His wife, Giovanna, said on Twitter that it was very underwhelming. So
she said that?
Yeah. Jim Ross tweeted that the announcement was underwhelming, and she responded saying very. So that's surprising, but she'll delete
what
that
about
soon.
Baron?
Yeah, about Baron Corbin being his opponent.
But Jared doesn't really care. He's leaving.
Yeah, they did that. I mean...
Yeah, but his wife, for Kurt's wife to say that's got to get him in some heat backstage, no?
Well, you could tell, Kurt almost seemed like he was like, hold on, like, I know, but Baron Corbin,
that was
I need to pay him back.
Statement he gave. He said that I know it's not everyone's ideal opponent, but he's no slouch, and I'm going to make him tap out.
Yeah, he was probably in the back, and they were like, we want you to go with Baron Corbin, and then he's like, I guess.
Yeah, I want to know who he pissed off backstage to get this match.
No, I'm sure he didn't piss anyone off. I think they just...
Yeah, I think it was just the plan they had with the story that they were trying to tell.
Vince is like, this is a good idea. This is what we're doing. Fucked up. Anything else? I mean, I don't really have anything else about this.
Yeah, that was it. WWE pulled, the club, Carl and Luke, from future dates and signings and whatnot. We're waiting on the Usos now to see if they re-sign.
They probably will.
More than likely, but you never know for sure.
Wait, did Joe hear my statement about the Kofi Kingston thing in Saudi Arabia?
No,
I don't know.
Okay, so I said if they give Kofi the title, the only reason they would is because Daniel Bryan will not be going to Saudi Arabia.
Well, Daniel Bryan's not going, and
then when he comes back, they come back to States, they're going to give it right back to Daniel Bryan. I just have this weird feeling that's what they're going to do.
you know, I don't think they care about that, honestly, at this point. I know that they love titles over there and everything, but
I think Seth Rollins, if he wins the title, it's going to be in Saudi Arabia. I don't think it's going to be in Mania.
Yeah, maybe. You know, I don't even care. Fucking goddamn, the Saudi Arabia shit at this point is just fucking annoying as shit. You know, I don't care about Saudi Arabia. There's gonna be a whole thing every time they go to goddamn Saudi Arabia. It's gonna be
gonna be another political issue. And because now today they were saying that, you know, like Khashoggi, there were 12 other people that were tortured and murdered that were, you know, officials and higher up, and that's all being investigated. And Trump's son-in-law is deep in bed with Saudi, and just all these things. So anytime they go there, it's just going to be a huge kerfuffle, big clusterfuck. I miss Enzo. After listening to that whole thing, I went back and watched some of the things, and he was right. 2017, him and Cass breaking up was one of the highest rated angles for Raw.
Yeah, I mean, he talks a lot about himself, but I love the way he talks. At least he's got a real personality, similar to CM Punk. You know, it's like...
He was so right, too. The one thing that he said that really stuck out to me is like, I'm not shitting on indie wrestling and you know, big spots and moves, but he went on to explain how, you know, all the guys that do these big moves, you know, the big dives and the moonsaults and diving off the top rope, and they're killing their bodies just to get a big pop from the audience. He said, but you know what really gets the audience? It's the, you know, when you know, the people's elbow. And he said it just like you did. It was basically like the dumbest move ever, but it got the crowd, you know, taking off the elbow pad. You know, with me doing the little dance with my sneakers. That got over more than me getting thrown down the ramp, you know, and he's right. When you have a character that's larger than life, the crowd reacts to that more than having to put your body on the line week in and week out. And him bringing up the psychology of it all really was just very interesting.
Yeah.
I really, you know, took to heart what he said, and you don't see that a lot. You have to look at what Ricochet does. How viable is that? You know, how long of a career can, you know, I know he's been in wrestling for, you know, a decade and a half, but still injuries happen more now, you know, seems to be, you know, more surgeries, more injuries, things like that could be avoided. And Enzo was certainly right. You don't have many of those big stars, as we always say. So
no, he's right.
Works.
He's right, man.
Well, I mean, there's who's that guy from NXT, Eric Bugenhagen. He's not really that good of a wrestler, but dude's got a great freaking character going on for himself. He's over, like
he's over, but you know, again, we'll see. He could end up being No Way Jose.
I was just gonna say that he'll be the next No Way Jose.
Heck, I would have rather seen him versus Kurt Angle than Baron Corbin.
Yeah, me too. But you know, every time a guy like that, like him, comes up, they get turned into shit.
I'm just saying, I would love to see him by other than Baron Corbin versus Kurt Angle.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would too, because fucking
my water ball can probably.
Fucking, who wants to see fruit? Who wants to see fruit roll up boring Corbin do anything? I mean,
I'd flip out for that. The fucking lights hit, and you know, my name is Enzo Amore. You know, fuck it, I'll take that over Baron Corbin.
I would take anything over boring Corbin and the fruit roll up.
Yeah, so I'm not convinced that John Cena's having a match either anymore, Joe. We haven't heard shit, and it was penciled in for the date. I wonder if they scrapped it when they scrapped the Lars Sullivan thing, though. I bet you Samoa Joe will just have to face R-Truth, or it'll be another like fatal four-way type thing, and maybe we won't get Andrade versus, you know, Ray. Maybe we will get a fatal four-way there.
I don't know.
Just think about it. We don't know. I mean, it seems like we're getting the Usos versus the Hardys. And it seems like we're getting that new League of Nations kind of.
Yeah, they're all tagging together
as well
for something.
But I imagine most of those guys will probably be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So, AJ Styles and Randy Orton, that I'm looking forward to. Shane and The Miz, I couldn't give two shits about, really. And the SmackDown Women's title, we don't know about yet as well. So, just like we don't know about the U.S. or Intercontinental title. So,
well, there you have it. I'm done. I've said enough about Raw. I'm going to work on my Patreon tonight to upload something for you guys and some other shit, because I got some shit to say. It's going to be fun. More to come. And that's about it, man. Thank you guys for listening. Maybe tomorrow night we'll do some gaming, and we'll figure some shit out. And that's it. They were painting my fucking house and scraping the windows today and doing all this shit to the house. And some people were hearing it on my videos, like the bang, bang, bang noises. We might have some more of that tomorrow, so if you guys hear some of that, it's just they're doing the whole house up. And luckily,
gotta love that, all the interruptions.
Luckily, I'm not paying for it because it's in the contract for the house because of it was part of the FHA deal, and so the previous owner said we'll cover it. So it's $10,000 covered by the owner. So
that's awesome.
Cool. Yeah, they're scraping, they're filling the holes. I mean, this house needs new windows, dude. My fucking windows up in the kids' rooms, if they start screaming and you're outside, you hear them right outside. Like, they are right out there. But the other day I had Brenna come in this room and scream at the top of her lungs, like scream. And I could hear her. I went outside and I was listening, and it was like, it was like way like muffled, like you could barely hear that something was going on. It sounded like a really loud TV might be on in the house, but you couldn't really hear it. And so I was like, nice, because the basement is so fucking, there's cement all the way up to there. So the basement is covered. I can be loud as fuck down here, and not even the neighbors hear it. But if I was upstairs in any of the rooms upstairs or the top floor, dude, the shit would just go right out to the people. It's the whole neighborhood.
It would just, reverb down the block.
Yeah, even my kids, I'm like, my poor neighbors. These single pane piece of shit windows just suck. And so it's going to be a long time before I can get my windows done, but maybe we'll see what the energy deals are.
If you contact, your energy.
Yeah, they might come in.
They do offer to do it, so.
Smoke weed every day.
Moss Blaze.
Was good, Joe and Jake.
Sup?
Glad I worked and missed, or rather watch you become the next TAU member, or maybe I'm high and giving you high hopes. Person shrugging. Anyway, love you guys. Falling leaf, aubergine, petrol pump.
Well, Moss Blaze, thank you, man. I mean, since Top Rope Promotions stopped using me because they don't make DVDs anymore, and the other promotion I was working with folded, I'm just fucking bored as hell. I'm not working for a wrestling promotion anymore, and I'm not doing commentary, and I'm like lost, man. I'm legit sad. I'm not even gonna joke. I am legit sad. I didn't realize how much I needed to be calling wrestling an independent or whatever, or just doing commentary in general. Like, even like if I was calling like fucking minor league hockey, like just doing that is fun. And without that, over the last 8 months, it has been really weird, and it's starting to fuck with me, man. So like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a creative outlet you had that. The well dried up. That sucks.
I feel like I'm not creating. Like, I feel like I'm like a painter and I'm missing a brush. Like I don't have paints, but I have paintbrushes, and I'm like, whoa. Like I don't know. I didn't realize how much that meant to me, to call wrestling and whatever else, and to be involved, and to sometimes not know quite what's going on, but to try to like paint this picture of the story. And God, it's so fun. And
exactly how I feel about these shows.
Yeah, I love these shows that way too. Like without this and that, and wow,
gives you purpose and a creative outlet.
But also driving to the event. Sometimes I would check the ring. Sometimes I would be like, oh, the turnbuckle. Here's how you do this. People would come up to me and ask me shit. I'd meet people. I would be taught. I would learn stuff. I'd get to do commentary with guys like Les Thatcher. I would meet wrestlers from around the world who would come in. Some of them would know me and be like, oh, I've seen the show before, and oh, cool, and like just seeing all my people that I'm used to seeing and shit. I could still go to the show and just watch the show, but it's like they don't do commentary anymore. No, they just don't do it, so they don't need me. I mean, they have.
Mike Messier said you got to get the band back together.
I know, man, but they don't do it. They don't do it, Mike, and neither does a couple of the other place that I work for. And there is one other guy who did say he could use me, but so I might go there. But also, I mean, I could do ring announcing. They have asked me to ring announce a couple times. I just couldn't make the dates. So, once in a while I still can go in and ring announce. But it's just, It's a very weird, very lonely right now. Very boring, lonely, feel weird. So that's why when I saw that AEW was, saying, hey, we're looking for a librarian, I was like, well, maybe I can do something funny real quick, and I threw it up there and
whip out the Dewey Decimal System.
Man, the way I see it, man, AEW has all these new, fresh faces. It's about being new and fresh and just something different, and like I said, it's new. And I'm 34, and I haven't had a break in announcing. It's time for you guys to call me, dude. Like, let's do this. Let's make it really new. Let's do that.
Beast.
Let's go.
Mike said, we'll find one, brah.
God damn it. Or even, Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore. I heard their announcing, and it was so bad to me that I was like, man, why can't I get a job there? That announcing it made me angry. And
when you showed me the clip, you played it on the air, and that was bad.
Yeah, I was like, what are they doing?
They live streamed something not long ago. I remember watching it. You had shown it, and I was like, wow, that is just abysmal.
And I feel bad because I'm not some fucking awesome person. I'm a jackass. But I saw the show, and I thought, man, I wish I could be live on Twitch or recording it or whatever and doing commentary for this show because, man, that show has seemed awesome. But then the guy, what the fuck? Here's the video real quick. I'll play it. But Jake, I'll let you get out of here, man. Let's get out of here. Let's go to bed, man.
All right, everybody, stay sexy. We'll catch you tomorrow for SmackDown. Hopefully, I'm wrong. It is better. So
I hope it's better and not bitter either.
Yeah, you know it. So
Jake DeMarco,
right,
hit him up.
Have a good night.
At Countdown Ended on Twitter. Hit up Jake, guys. Give him some love. He's got to go to bed. But yeah, this was the House of Hardcore, I think, thing that I was talking about. I'm no better than anyone. I'm sitting here on YouTube. Maybe I suck. Maybe I do. Maybe I just suck. It could be what it is. Could be I suck.
In bed with this guy.
Maybe it's not you. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's fucking me. It is me. It's me. It's got to be me.
Oh, Eddie! He said if Tommy hits him, there'd be problems. He never said anything about Eddie Edwards. And Eddie, when Tommy hits him, there'd be problems. He never said anything about Eddie Edwards. And Eddie...
And by the way, I've been a pretty bad announcer in the past. I got a lot better. But maybe I do suck. Maybe I suck at announcing. He never said anything about Eddie Edwards. What is he going to do? Why is he speaking like that? He never said that there would be any issue.
With the Singapore cane across the back of the Fed.
With the Singapore cane across the back of the head.
See it shatter across the forehead of Tom.
But he takes the kendo stick across the head, and you see it shatter as... Like, Eddie Edwards just turned. Eddie Edwards, who is the, at this moment, tag team partner of Tommy Dreamer. Eddie Edwards is the tag team partner of Tommy Dreamer. And that's the call. He called it like it was a move. It was a bowling strike. Oh, an absolute spare by Tom Wilson. That was indeed a spare by...
Takes them both
I can't even believe...
Driver, but he takes that kendo stick...
Now, the other announcer right there goes, what? Like, he actually reacted really well. Like, what? So, this is Eddie Edwards turning on his partner out of nowhere.
Across the head, and you see it shatter across the forehead of Tommy.
That's but this guy calls it like it's expected. Like, so Eddie Edwards is tag team partners with Tommy Dreamer. They're tag team partners. Then out of nowhere, Eddie Edwards turns to his partner and smashes him over the head with something. And the other announcer goes, oh! And then the announcer goes, and Eddie Edwards takes the cane and smashes Tommy Dreamer. It was like, why isn't the call... Like, wait, what the hell is Eddie Edwards doing? Eddie Edwards just cracked a kendo stick across his own partner's head. Tommy Dreamer, what in the hell did Tommy Dreamer do to deserve this? Eddie Edwards has snapped. Like, why isn't it something like that? Why is it, oh, and Eddie Edwards hits Tommy Dreamer in the head? It sounds like it's supposed to happen. It was a turn. Spare by Tom Wilson. That was indeed a spare by Tom Wilson. Like, what are you talking about? Dude, this is a heel turn. Listen to this. This is a fucking heel turn.
An OVE takes them both
I can't even believe.
Driver, but he takes that kendo stick across the head, and you see it shatter across the forehead of Tommy.
That's a shocking moment right now. Out of nowhere, Eddie Edwards, out of nowhere, just waffled his tag team partner, Tommy Dreamer, who's now bleeding everywhere, and that's the call. This guy called this like it was just expected to happen. What the fuck kind of call is this? I am so sorry to be critical. I don't know. I'm sorry. This is not right. I'm sorry. This is not right. Hire anybody. Listen, you don't have to hire me. You don't have to put me on commentary, but hire somebody. Matt Kemp sounds like a great audio personality, a voice on Sirius Satellite Radio. He's probably one of these guys that's a great podcaster or a great radio host or whatever. But then they were like, I always wanted to do wrestling commentary, and then they just come into it. I've been doing it for years. Other people are just why? Dude, I would fly to House of Hardcore. Like, I will suck Tommy Dreamer's shit from his ass if he would let me call this show. What is this call? What is this? Please tell me. Because I don't know what it is.
He hits it, and Chris
I just don't understand. I don't understand this commentary.
Right,
the color commentator's okay. He's good. Listen.
Could be that Dreamer driver, but he takes that kendo stick across the head, and you see.
Did you hear the color announcer? He goes, what? Like, that was a great reaction. What? And then from there, it should have been some kind of crazy disbelief, but instead.
See it shatter across the forehead of Tommy.
And he takes the kendo stick across the forehead of Tommy. What? You are the fucking. This is a. What in the world? Can we go back here a second? Here's how you call it. Ready? Tommy Dreamer's got him set up here, and
but he
what?
Takes that kendo.
What in the world? Wait a second! Eddie Edwards just cracked that kendo stick across the head of Tommy Dreamer. What the hell's going on? Tommy Dreamer's. He's supposed to be Tommy Dreamer's tag team partner. Just what in the world is Eddie Edwards thinking right now? I'll tell you what. This guy has not been the same since. Oh no! Tommy Dreamer! Another one. Tommy Dreamer is busted wide open. Eddie Edwards hasn't been the same since he got clubbed by that baseball bat. Now look at this. What kind of sadistic crap is this?
Being driven into the forehead. It's already busted open.
It's being driven into the forehead. It's already busted open. The fuck is this? I give up. I fucking give up trying to do wrestling commentary. Is this what you fucking want? The WWE on the main roster has the robotic announcing team. NXT is the only one that has a good announcer. And then I watch House of Hardcore, and I think that I'm going to be enthralled by this, and I was for a minute, because I was like, damn, this is fun, man. I'm sitting back on a Sunday night. I got the goddamn Xbox hooked up to Twitch, and I'm going to, goddamn it, for the first time, I'm going to watch a full episode of House of Hardcore. I love Tommy Dreamer. I've been watching him since forever. I'm 34 years old. This guy, it's going to be a great show, and I just can't get past. And by the way, I read the comments on Twitch, and I read the people's comments that they were sending to me. They agreed. People were like, what is this commentary? I agree too. Listen, again, I hate to do this, to put anyone down and then try to push myself up or something. It's bullshit. I don't like it, but this is not right, bro. This is not right. This show tonight should have been exciting. I'll never understand that. I'll never understand that. And, you know, I don't know, man. I've been doing this for many years. I'm 34 years old. And, I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have a degree, and that's a major issue. 2 years. I've got years of digital media production and TV and broadcasting, video production. I used to film shit and make movies and edit was my big stuff. and my part-time elective was radio, a little bit of journalism. But it's like, you know, you sit here and you wonder, listening to some of these guys that don't eat, you know, and I get it when you're learning, like, you're going to get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, that guy was a guy who was in Sirius Satellite Radio. Like, that guy that you just heard is the commentator for House of Hardcore, and he is also a personality on Sirius Satellite Radio. Now, I was offered a radio job in Florida once for $20,000 a year, and I couldn't do it. I was making more money in customer service. But here I am. I don't think I'm very good at much. I'm kind of a fucking idiot. I'm on YouTube, and this is all I have at this point because I got laid off of my job a couple years ago, as you guys remember. I didn't set out to become a YouTuber. You know, I was just doing this for fun 10 years ago, and then over the last 5 years, it blew up and blew up, and then when I lost my job, lucky enough, I was able to do this. But am I this bad? It can't be them. It's got to be me. That guy works at Sirius Satellite Radio and is the House of Hardcore commentator. Oh, and Eddie Edwards takes the kendo stick to the head of Tommy Dreamer, and Dreamer is bleeding now. I don't understand it. I've been watching wrestling since 1987. I wrestled in real rings 2003, 4, and 6. Wrestled Kofi Kingston once. Refereed a good chunk of matches. Probably commentated 200 matches on the indies. I've done about 50 ring announcing gigs. I'm here on YouTube doing the show. And, you know, I just wonder why. Why is this? And, you know, I think it's because I think I suck. I really do. I think I must I think I must make people think that I'm a piece of ass, like a piece of shit. I wonder if I actually sort of put out the aura that I'm like a dickhead. And even with Bubba Ray Dudley, remember Bubba Ray Dudley? Bubba Ray Dudley yelled at me that time, and he was very angry at me. He really thought I was a shithead. And I was confused because I thought we were just joking around. I didn't understand. So maybe he told a lot of people, and he perceived it that way too, and maybe a lot of wrestlers perceive it that way, and maybe a lot of people in the business perceive it that way. So maybe a lot of people are thinking, well, hey, you know, this guy's a piece of shit. So maybe that's the answer. Maybe I am a piece of shit. And maybe I'm not as good as at all as I thought I was. So maybe I'm not that good. And maybe I also seem like a dickhead. I mean, that's got to be it. I am at the point where I really believe that must be true. WWE heard my stuff. WWE said, send us in your best work. So I did. I didn't have my best work because I didn't have it on tape at the time. But I sent in what I had. And I never heard back. So that must mean that I'm not that good. Or maybe it's because I look like a fucking homeless person with my face. I should shave my face. I know that. Which I can do. Wear a suit, shave my face. Not a problem. Lose some weight. I can get skinny, lose some weight, shave my face. I'll look like I'm 25 again if I do that. But never heard back. Never heard back. WWE Tough Enough. My video is still up on the WWE website. WWE Tough Enough. Didn't quite make the cut, but I got put up on the YouTube, and I also got emailed saying, be ready, you're on the backup. So we almost got there, but didn't quite get there. And, even with, the AEW thing, we put out, I thought we'd, try to make people laugh and have a good time and seem like a pretty good thing. I've noticed that, AEW and Cody and all those guys, and even though I kind of, I'm kind of cool with, Flip Gordon kind of knows who I am and stuff like that, but, I've noticed them reply to a lot of people's, librarian videos and some of the other videos that have gone out there. But I noticed mine is kind of just buried away. And there it is, but it's buried away. And I think it's because I think I kind of suck. I think I kind of suck ass. I don't think I'm as good as I thought I was. I even envisioned it. I even, they say you can picture something and make it come true. You can visualize it and make it happen. I sort of did that with YouTube because I said, I want to have a following and I want to be able to entertain people. And it kind of did. It happened. So maybe that does to a certain extent work. But I always visualize, man, I'm going to be the announcer for the Bruins or a hockey team, or maybe I want to call wrestling. When I was a kid, it was always wrestling. I would grab a microphone and, I would call the matches. I'd rewind. I'd put the mute button on. I'd turn it up when the crowd would yell, but to try to keep the announcers off when I was like 5 years old and 7 years old and 8 years old. And I took TV in school and I went to college for radio and everything. This is just what I want to do. This is just all I want to do. All I want to do is be in a microphone. And calling wrestling is extremely fun. Like, that is just never going to leave me. If I have to come on here and put on the WWE 2K19, if I have to put on 2K19 and call cartoon wrestling matches on a video game just to get my outlet out there so I can do something and say I did it. Just like I did when I was 5 years old and when I was 7 years old and when I was 13 years old. Turn the video game on and commentate the video game. I have 70 VHS tapes that probably should be set on fire or thrown in a garbage can somewhere from WWE Attitude, the video game, or WWE No Mercy, or WWE Royal Rumble, or WWF Steel Cage, or whatever, where I used to commentate those matches down to a T and set up the brackets and describe the wrestlers and what was going on. And I would even make up oh God, he hit him with a steel pole of some kind or something like that, or a crowbar, so they would have to have another match, and then I would describe this story that wasn't really happening because you couldn't do that in the video game, but it was interesting to hear, and then that's the reason why now they're going to wrestle in the next match. Maybe if I have to go back to WWE 2K19 to pour the outlet out, I'll do it. And I think that's what I'm going to have to do, because I just think that maybe you're not like you are. Maybe you're not as good as you thought. Even though even the people that said I was good, even Les Thatcher. Les Thatcher said some nice things. I enjoyed Les Thatcher. What a great guy Les Thatcher is. And he helped me a little bit. It was great doing commentary with him the few times I got to do it with him. And he was a help. And he was fun. And many other guys were helps too. And oh my God, I learned so much from people. But maybe that's as good as it gets. Jack Nicholson. Maybe this is as good as it gets. I'll see you tomorrow for a SmackDown review. And I'll see you on Patreon as well.
Monetize this out of nowhere. It's JCS, and everybody know we the best, and everybody loves Joe Cronin. That's why we all love to tune in. Everybody loves out of nowhere. Monetize this bitch is in the air. Run SmackDown reviews, so don't you fear. So tune in every night right here. Yeah, yeah. You know it's Cronin, tell them that we own it. On almost every night, bitch, we got the potion. Laying back in my whip, puffin' straight coastin'. Turn on the app, it's live, Joe Cronin. Raw reviews, don't forget SmackDown too. He's on Twitch, on Twitter, and YouTube. So if you want a dose, homie, it a real shit. Tune in right now for some heel shit. It's JCS, and everybody know we the best, and everybody loves Joe Cronin. That's why we all love to tune in. Everybody loves out of nowhere. Monetize this bitch is in the air. Run SmackDown reviews, so don't you fear. So tune in every night right here. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's JCS, JCS. Everybody here knows not the test. Cross Joe on the shelf like the rest. And life goes on, cause we the best. Everybody know Joe states facts. More views than your ass, check the stats. Keep talking till your ass gets smacked. Keep it up, then your ass gets clapped. Everybody tunes in, cause we all love it. Joe's real, he ain't no motherfucking fake puppet. Tells you what it is, homie, and you better love it. And if not, 2 words, bitch, go suck it. JCS, and everybody know we the best, and everybody loves Joe Cronin. That's why we all love to tune in. Everybody loves out of nowhere. Monetize this bitch is in the air. Run SmackDown reviews, so don't you fear. So tune in every night right here. Yeah, yeah. It's JCS, and everybody know we the best, and everybody loves Joe Cronin. That's why we all love to tune in.